Wow. It is so amazing to see y'all here yet again. Happy New Year to everybody. I think it's still time to say Happy New Year to everybody. When y'all come in the room, just say hey in the chat. This has been amazing that we are here today. And so if you are saying this live, this is wonderful. Make sure you click that thumbs up button because we got a lot to discuss in this video. And I just want to hear y'all on this way. So I do want to open up the show with some political stuff. Can I do that? So today is the anniversary of the January 6th, when some white people got upset and angry, and Trump supporters, they stormed the Capitol and they did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And the media is just obsessed over that day, and which they should, because people lost their lives, police officers lost their life, and it was just crazy. And it just amazes me in this country that you can lie and people believe a lie more than they believe the truth. And if you tell a lie long enough, that lie will live as being the truth. If you tell it long enough, you tell it on multiple different channels 24/7. Oh, the election was stolen. It was stolen. It was stolen. You keep telling that same old lie over and over, people would believe it. I just recently had a conversation. I live here in Texas, so I have a lot of people that are Republicans. And I talked with a lady, and I was actually at the post office. I was playing Kamala Harris and President Biden, their speech that they was giving, celebrating, not really celebrating, but really giving their speech about January 6th anniversary. So I was playing in the post office, minding my own business. Oh, what are you listening to? I'm like, I'm listening to Vice President Kamala. Oh, I don't like her. She's not really an American. The election was stolen. I don't like Biden. They stole the election. And I said, ma'am, they did not steal the election. They actually won the election. And so that's just not true. What do you mean it's not true? I said, it's not true, ma'am. I said, let me guess, you watch Fox News. Oh, that's the best network. I watch Fox News. I understand it. But ma'am, I'm trying to get my packages. I'm trying to get my Fashion Over packages. I had to pick up my package, these little covers that you can put your vaccination card in. So I'm just picking up my stuff. I ain't got time to talk to this white lady and having a debate, but I just kept trying to tell her that the election was not stolen. Okay. President Trump actually garnered he was the most voted Republican out of all the Republicans. He was the most voted as a presidential candidate. If correct me if I'm wrong, that the last election, most people voted in that last election, and President Trump garnered more votes than all of the Republican candidates that ran for president. He actually garnered more votes. So this election was not stolen. It was a lot of governors that won that race that was Republican. So if it was stolen, did that mean what about the Republicans that won? So it was just stolen for the presidential? Come on. So I typically had that conversation with the lady. You could just tell she probably called me out N-words in the car. I got my package and everything like that because I typically love to watch something political in the morning. So I had that on, and it just happened I didn't have my headphones. And usually I had my blue headphones in my ear, but I didn't have it with me. So I'm just playing it on speaker before I can hear myself. And of course, it triggered that woman. I didn't even get her name, but I was very respectful, and we was having a very respectful conversation. And she was an older lady, and you could tell that she is obsessed with Fox News, and she believed that Trump is telling the truth. And when you are a leader, it is your responsibility to speak truth to your people, not lie to them, not lie and say, hey, this election was stolen. I will, they did me wrong. They stole the votes, when it was Republican state's attorneys. I'm sorry. Secretary of State was saying, no, it was not stolen. Georgia, actually, it was multiple recounts they did in Georgia, and actually Biden actually garnered more votes in that place. And I think they did a recount in Arizona. It was found no fraud was found. So when you say all this stuff, it's really crazy. So I don't watch a lot of the news. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't watch a lot of CNN and MSNBC because they give us all of that Trump. The news that I do watch is Roland Martin Unfiltered. Let me give Roland Martin a shout out. This brother, y'all talking about a mentor. Okay, if he ever have a mentorship, I'm signing up. This brother got robotic cameras. This brother have hired black artists for his set design. This Roland Martin have hired black light designers, the LED lights and lighting for his show. He hired a company out of Atlanta to set up the control room, which is black. So when people talking about mentorship, that know the ropes, that know how to edit, that know how to do set design, and know how to do production. Roland Martin is one of those types of people that you should look up to because he did radio, he did photography, he did newspapers, and now he know how to sit in front of a camera and actually produce shows. So that's amazing. So when people were talking about mentorship and people were paying money for a mentorship program, if Roland Martin charge today and say, hey, I'm doing this mentorship for $399, guess who's going to be the first one to sign up for that mentorship? That's going to be me. I'm going to be the main one that's going to sign up for that mentorship. I mean, be one of the main ones to sign up because it's something that needed to be done. If they have that mentorship, I would sign up to something like that because he definitely had a skill set and I was really watching the show. So I was definitely giving him a shout out because it's just amazing. I mean, the production of it is just amazing. Okay. I'm just like, what in the world is going on with this production? I don't know if y'all notice it. I don't know if y'all over there, but it's definitely amazing. I just watched, he just showed us his whole like studio setup. And it's like it's up on the level of CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. It is literally on that level. So special shout out to Roland Martin Unfiltered. Special shout out to his team. Incredible production. I know I'm going to continue to send money over there because you really can tell where your money is going. Sometimes when you send money to people, you really don't see where your money going. You literally see where the donations are going from the cameras, from the lights, from the staff that he's hiring. Like, I think he got a staffers of 10 or 12 people. That's amazing. And there's only like one person I can think of that's actually doing that in this YouTube space that's hiring people to work in this black space, and you got to give him credit. So I'm like, that's amazing. Okay. All right. So give me a second. Let me read this. Everybody was down with Trump, just like Andy Cohen was done. Everybody was done with Trump, just like Andy Cohen was done with the mayor of New York on New Year's Eve. But no, everybody's not done with him. Okay. No, everybody's not. I'm just telling you, everybody's not done. So people really believe that Trump is still the president. But we're gonna move on. Okay, I met Roland Martin. He's a very interesting man. Yes, and I'm a huge fan of his show because they break it down as a fact-based show. So he's breaking these stories down fact-based. And I love the fact when I come to tune into this show, I know I'm going to be presented with the facts. You know what I'm saying? I know it's going to be presented with the facts. I know I'm going to leave there and I'm going to leave there educated. I know I'm going to get a civics course about how the federal government operates, and get that in tune in a black space and not being just giving you this one side, but actually giving us stories about black leaders and about black politicians and about black stories about black people that are missing, about black women, what they go through in their bodies and promoting that, and then the black tech and bringing entrepreneurs on. You learning all of that stuff on the show. So that's out of all the black media spaces. Roland Martin is up there. He's doing something that I don't really see other lanes are doing. Even these places where you can say BET and all of those spaces. Roland Martin is literally traveling the country, interviewing people. His staff actually just did something with Coca-Cola, with HBCUs. You're not really seeing that in black media spaces. Roland is teaching the girls, hey, I'm not just going to sit at home with a camera and a mic and drag people. I'm actually going to travel the country and travel to places. And I'm going to show you this is how it's done. And he's talking about politics and he educating the people. He just was educating us on a older gentleman out in Louisiana. Didn't catch his name. I'm so sorry. But he just got released from prison and was rearrested because they said he had a parole violation. I would have never known this story if I wasn't watching Roland Martin Unfiltered. That story was not on CNN or MSNBC or on the Black News Channel, which the Black News Channel is not Black owned, is Black targeted. So I'm a big fan of Roland Martin. May he keep up an amazing good work. Okay, I don't know if y'all got some Roland Martin fans in the house. Let me know if it's in the Roland Martin fans in the house. Anytime I go in the chat, people always show me love in the chat when I do tune into one of his live feeds. So we want to definitely give him a special shout out for all the love that he's been doing out here in these streets. Give him his credit. All right, let's move on. Now, this next story, oh my gosh, can we get to it? Let's get to Jim Jones. Jim Jones, this man went on Angela Yee and said, me and my mother would tongue kiss. We would tongue kiss. He was on Angela Yee podcast, and she would teach me how to tongue kiss, and she would tongue kiss me. Angela Yee said, your mom kissed you? Like, and Angela was like, my mom and them, they barely kissed me on the cheek, but you got tongue kiss. So, by his mother. So he get all this backlash from all the Black women, Black people, all people just dragging him in the comments. So he was dragged so much that his mother went live and she said, y'all keep talking about my son. He wasn't I didn't tongue kiss him. And this is the situation. I didn't get out there tongue kissing him. I was teaching him how to treat women and stuff. Like I taught him about sex, and she ain't making no better. So then Jim Jones, he went live when he was getting his hair permed or curled or whatever his hair was going. Oh, I was just joking. It wasn't real. I was just joking. I'm like, no, you wasn't. Your mom abused you. Your mom tongue kissed you and put her tongue down your throat. That's what your mother did to you. Okay, you are a victim of sexual abuse, and you that happened. You repeated that and you normalized it because it was your mama that tongue kissed you and probably licked on all of your body. And when you got the backlash, then here you are, you want to clean it on up. You were abused by your mother. And nobody was calling that behavior out. Boosie didn't call it out. Well, he couldn't call it out because he let his son get a stripper and give him a whole lap dance and get all naked in front of his teenage son. But all of these people that's calling out the Lil Nas X and he's bad for children, he's this and this, nobody called out the mama. The mama needs to be arrested because what are you doing tongue kissing your boy to teaching him how to kiss? That's sick and that's twisted. But they're not going to say that, but it's very disgusting. I'm saying it on this show. Sister girl need to be locked up with that dusty wig she had on. She had on that dusty wig and she wanted to go live. What y'all mean? I'm going to do all that. Did you catch what the mama said? I want to know, did you catch what the mama said? Because the mama came out and said what she said. I'm like, come on now, mama. Come on there, mama. Now you want to come out and say something? Come on now. Shouldn't even talk like that with your child, and that's very sick. I'm trying to find it, so y'all bear with me. I want to find it. Let me see if I can find it on the internet or what she said. Give me a second. Okay, no, that's not it. Hold on, we're gonna find this. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video right quick. We are live. Let me screen share.
Except for the little.
Okay, let me screen share. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Give me a second. I want to screen share this so y'all can see this. Give me a second. This the mama.
I'm doing fine, except for the little excitement that's going on with my son.
Man, have you seen the comments?
The comments is crazy, and everybody needs to understand you're taking it wrong. I am not a nasty mother. All I am is a mother that was teaching my son exactly how to survive and how to actually be able to deal with a woman. And for the information, it wasn't no tonguing down. It was a way of showing you how to tongue. He licked out his tongue. I licked out my tongue. That was that. It wasn't no mouth to mouth resuscitation or whether there's anything. It wasn't like that. It's all about where's my son growing up and me as a young mother showing her son how to do and deal with life with the young girls, because he's a nice, handsome looking guy. You know what I'm saying? And I taught him all about sex. No, and trust me, everybody, it wasn't about no sex. Okay, just showing him, telling him how and what he got to do, you know, about how to. I'm doing fine, except for the little excitement.
For the record, I love my mama more than anything in the world. And for the record, it was a joke. People take things way too far. Don't bother us anyway, but let's get it clear. That's weak what you're trying to project. Some simple, some from our childhood. We talk about childhood things. I thought that was funny. I appreciate you, mommy, for helping me out. But no, cut it short, Jack. Cut the bullshit. You heard? Life is good. I do appreciate all the support, and thank you for letting me go trending again, viral once again. But stop it. Love you, mommy.
So sorry, I'm unmuted. My bad. So y'all heard it on the show. I'm so sorry I was muted. That he's was preyed upon. You know something is wrong when you are taking on the name of a white man that told black folks to drink Kool-Aid and they died. Black folks were drinking the Kool-Aid. It was white folks drinking it, black folks drinking the Kool-Aid. Jim Jones. And I knew something is weird for that. And now, when I imagine, like, I'm like, oh, this is the guy that was tongue kissing his mother. And I'm going to look at her with that dusty wig. I understand. Yeah, we weren't tugging each other down. We was wearing. She got her dusty wig on. Who told her to put on that? Because she probably bald headed and put on that wig. He's like, and he probably got on there, mama. Go live. You need to defend me and all that. She don't know nothing about no Instagram. She dusted out her wig, okay? And she up there trying to correct this. You know, we know what you said, sir. Ma'am, sit on down. Okay? And repent for your wicked, perverted ways of tongue kissing your son. That is sick. That is not appropriate thing to do. And you watch mothers that's so close to their sons, you got to watch that too. Some of that, watch that. Because some lines being crossed. Watch that. Every day the son laying out with his mama. Every day you laying out with your son. Y'all laying together in the bedroom. Every day he 14, 15 years old. He's got to lay in the bed with you, cuddle with you, spoon with you. You watch that type of behavior. And then when he get married or get engaged to another woman, you mad and you angry. You trying to break it up. You know, I'm just saying. Okay. It looked like she did smoke. They said she looked like a crackhead. I ain't want to say that about the woman that said she a crackhead or so on no coke and stuff like that. She probably was on crack. You know, when you on crack, you'll kiss anything. You'll kiss a dog. You know, never know. And if she was on crack, she probably get that crack bowl, lick that bowl, that crack pipe, and said, "Come here, boy, kiss your mama." I'm like, whoa. Oh my gosh. It reminded me of, I was watching a movie, Antoine Fisher. I don't know if anybody watched that film. It's a great movie, by the way. Denzel Washington directed. That was his first film as a director. An amazing film. But it was a part of the movie because Antoine was messed up with his sexuality. I don't think he was messed up with sexuality. I think he was like, it was a challenge with anger and stuff like that. But one of the part of the scenes was the mama which adopted him left and went downtown or something. And then he was left with the cousin. And so the cousin went in the basement, said, kiss me here, touch me here, and all that. And he was just a young boy, just a young kid, was getting abused by this woman. Because we talk about men, some men out here that abuse children, and we talk about them being this and that. But we really talk about women that are abusers of children. They sometimes they don't get as much publicity as with men. And I remember when I was growing up, you know, my grandmother had a daycare and we would get a list. It was like a packet of people in the neighborhood that was on the SO list. And it would be, I was shocked that it was women on the SO list. Y'all know that list that Ken and Petty on. He tried not to get on it and didn't want to register. Y'all know the list that we talking about. We talk about the SO register list. And I was so surprised when I read the list and I was seeing women in the list. I was shocked. I didn't know they exist. I thought all SOs were men. And when I started reading the list, I said, oh my gosh, it's women on the list. And so I would read, and they would have the address, and they would have the address, their full government name, and the address. Because you have to register so people would know, stay away from this block, stay away from this house, especially, you know, around that, because we were like right in front of a school. And my grandmother had a daycare. So she would get a list of this. I don't know if it was quarterly or monthly, but I do remember that the Chicago Police Department, I think it was the police department, they would send this list. It was been sent from somewhere. And I remember reading that particular list. Okay, now Jim Jones, press 1 if you think he was joking. Let me see where y'all at. Press 1 if you think he was joking. Press 2 if you think that it happened for real, that his mom tongue kissed him. Let me see where y'all headspace is at. Press 1 if you think he was joking. Press 2, he was tongue kissing his mama. Press 2 if you believe that he was tongue kissing his mama. Let me see where y'all headspace is at. Okay, it's a lot of 2s in the chat, so there you go. Okay, all right. All right, I hope he was joking. I didn't watch to think anymore about it. He said he was joking because it received backlash, because it wasn't received well by the public. All right. Thank you. Okay, where are we going at next? So, do I have it? Nicki Minaj in the news because apparently she was trending on Instagram yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. She was trending. I didn't really hit the link because I had a whole lot of stuff to say. But then I kind of slept on and I thought about it and I said, wow. They said, did Nicki Minaj fall off? They was like, Nicki Minaj fell off. She fell off. Blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, she didn't fall off. Not at all. Like, she is an amazing artist. Like, for her not to have any music out, people are still buying her music. They're still streaming her music. They're still liking her on videos on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. She still have a strong enough base to keep her name relevant. Outside of her releasing music that are in top 10 or top 10 hit, a single here, a single there, for her not to release any singles at this moment, she's still relevant, right? She still are being talked about. She still are being discussed. She have not fell off. Now, if she were to release a project and it sell 12 albums like Lil' Kim did, then we could say she fell off musically. But as long as she's still selling records 80 to 90,000 copies in the first week in a mixtape, a 10-year-old mixtape, that's not a definition of a person that has been or fell off. No. Now, if she were to release an album tomorrow and that album sell 10 records, then we can have that conversation that she fell off. She's still relevant today. She could release an album today and it will go to number one because she still have a strong enough audience that will buy her album, especially if she collaborate with Lil Baby or Da Baby or any of these top rappers that are out today. And as one of the lead singles, she is still relevant. Now, I've known some rappers that have fell off. That is not selling. Fetty Wap fell off. He got to sell drugs. Nobody's buying his albums no more. You know, Lil Kim, she sold an album, 12 people bought it. 12 or 13 people bought it. That's the definition of you fell off musically. But Nicki have not had that hit of a massive, massive blow that she ain't selling musically because she is still in the top 10 people that are selling records. You know, that, I'm just being 100% real, that are still selling records. The streaming up there with the greats. She's one of the top streaming rappers of last year. So that's not a definition of fell off at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, we will continue to see her growth. We will continue that we can revisit this conversation in the next quarter or the quarter after next when she released a new single and she released a new album. Then once she released these new projects, and if it don't sell, if it don't hit top 10, or if it's not number one, either in the top, I'm gonna say top 10. And if her singles do not get in the Billboard 100, then that's a fall off. Iggy Azalea is another artist that fell off. She had a high number one, and she just fell off. You know, nobody checks for her musically. Nobody checks for her musically. So we have to revisit this conversation when she released her album. But as of right now, she is a relevant artist as anybody else on the list. She could release an album that will go toe-to-toe to Cardi B sales because Nicki still have a strong, dedicated fan base that is here. Remy Ma fell off, even though I see her trying to come up musically in acting because she fell off as an artist. Nobody is checking for no Remy Ma. At one point, it was hungry for her, but she ain't selling no records. She was dropped from her label. She ain't selling no records. You know, you can say that she got bars and she can really rap. She can out rap anybody and go toe to toe to anybody. That's fine. But do she have singles that are on the charts? Is she marketable and is she selling? And that answer is no. So she have fell off. And that's something that we can have that conversation. If we were talking about a real mom. But Nicki, oh no, not at all. Nowhere near close. And that's just the truth. Nicki is still relevant. Let's look at Trina. Trina fell off because when she came out with her project, she didn't even have enough money to bring Nicki on the set for a video. She got Nicki to do the song. The song came out late. The project came out late. And she didn't even have the resources to bring Nicki on set for them to do a video. That's the definition of someone that fell off. This woman couldn't even come up with the bread to even pay for Nicki Minaj's catering service. They even pay to bring Nicki Minaj for a 5-minute shoot on the video. She didn't have it wasn't in the budget. She couldn't afford it. You know, Trina fell off because when she went live at a house, she went live with the smoke detector going off. That's the definition of a fall off. And I'm just being facts. Foxy Brown fell off. Ain't nobody checking for Foxy. She can't even hear out of her left ear. So I'm just being clear on that. Those are definition of someone that fell off. Nicki is not in that conversation. And I'm just being real. Whether you want to hear me or not, I'm just telling you the truth. Okay? And Bobby was trying to drag Nicki. You're right. And Nicki and Trina didn't even have the money. So the drag was on her with that smoke detector going off in the building, in her house that she probably even rented, don't even own. So Nicki is not in that conversation. All right. So it's an update on that lawsuit that she got. That now it looks like it's Holes and Jennifer's case. She claimed that Nicki paid her, or one of her associates offered her money. Nicki said no one offered her anything. She did say I did get on the phone with Nicki, and Nicki did confirm that she was on the phone with her, and that Jennifer told her that pretty much saying that this didn't really happen. And Nicki was like, "Well, if that's the case, then speak out." And she was like, that you pretty much, if you said this, if this would just what happened, then you need to speak out. So that's been going on, and I'm going to keep y'all updated on the case. The case have not been thrown out. They're just going back and forth. So we're going to see who's going to win this. Don't look, Jennifer did not have a good day 3 days ago. Her lawyers did not do a good job. Me personally, if I was her, I would have got some better trained lawyers. I think what she got on her team is a lot of clout chasing lawyers. Typically like a Lisa Bloom, like when you get a high profile case, you hire like Lisa Bloom for like a quick come up. But in reality, when you check them, like sometimes the case get dropped or get thrown out. They really not really good lawyers with a good track record, in my humble opinion. So we're going to see how this case is going to play out this year. We're going to see how it's going to play out if she lose or win. But again, Nicki is fighting. She is not trying to make sure she loses no bread from this, because I think they want about some millions of dollars from Nicki Minaj. Okay. All right. That's just what I want to say. He said, okay, so we're gonna open up. We will definitely open up the phone lines, allow y'all to call in with that. But I do have to move on to the next topic here. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next topic here. Now, this is an update on Cardi B lawsuit and Tasha K and Cardi B. Their lawsuit. They're going back and forth, child, in the lawsuit right now. So they had a pre-trial conference. And of course, we had the lawyers. They had a pre-trial conference, and the lawyers, the continued day regarding C-19, attorneys are directed to report by 9 a.m. to courtroom 2306 for the jury selection on January 10th, 2022. So it lasted for about, I would say, an hour and 15 minutes. And they have the location here. They're getting ready for jury selection. So that's going to start next week. So we're going to keep y'all updated on that. And then also an order came through with the permission of the court following the individuals will be allowed to enter the courthouse with equipment necessary for presenting evidence at trial in this matter, scheduled to begin at 9:30 a.m. on Monday, January 10th, 2022, courtroom 1705, until completed. Lisa Moore, Andrew, Tommy, Sarah, and then we have plaintiffs, Cardi B and her representative witnesses, namely Vanessa Anderson, Dr. Sherry Blake, Deshaun Brown, Mariah, and James, and it's a few other people. And in this last paragraph on this order, it says such equipment, but is not limited to laptop, tablet, computer, smartphone, external hard drive, video, audio cables, adapter, chargers, power strips, extension cords, other electronic equipment, and materials for purpose for the trial and the action. Proper identification will be required upon entering the security station of the courthouse. So they're getting ready. And so what that means, they're going to be playing Tasha K videos. And they're going to show the jury, this is what Tasha K said in her video. You, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're going to show you evidence of the woman unwind with Tasha K or Kibi Studio or Latasha Kibi, that this woman have been slandering Cardi B. And of course, they're going to play that to make sure to play their case, to present their case. So they're going to be playing a lot of Tasha K words. Videos that she said on her backup channel, videos that she said on her Instagram, posts that she wrote on her Instagram, posts that she deleted. All the posts and delete is stuff that's going to be used at trial. So we're going to see all of this. And of course, Tasha K is going to be presenting evidence of Cardi B admitting of having bumps, admitting of robbing people, admitting of being in a bloody gang and being in a gang and stuff like that. So she's going to be able to present her case. I don't know all the details of this case. We're going to see it in trial. I don't know all the details of what Tasha K got up her sleeves, and I don't know all the details what Cardi B have under her sleeves. So when I'm doing this, I'm just giving you an example of what may be to come in this trial. I know people is over it. I thought we would have been nipped this trial last year, but of course Cardi had to continue it. I call her the continuous queen because she had to hire a blogger to come to her party, eat Thanksgiving food, and all that good stuff. But she ain't got no more parties coming up, so hopefully this will be the beginning and end of this trial. All right. So yeah, but be prepared for this to get real spicy and be prepared for some things to really be discussing. So we're going to see if Cardi B case is strong. Okay, we're going to see if Tasha case is strong. So weekly, we're going to cover this case. I'm sorry, daily. When daily information comes out, we're going to make sure that we give you our we will give our commentary on the case. We definitely will do it. We will give our commentary on the case. All right. I 100% do believe Tasha K will win this. I'm about freedom of speech. She didn't do anything wrong. She is innocent in this regard. I believe that woman that she interviewed, she is the one that's to blame of this. I believe Lovely T is to blame for this, for bringing these allegations to the forefront. I do not believe Tasha K should be sued. The person that should have been sued is Lovely T and the Star Marie person, not Unwind with Tasha K. I do not believe that. In my heart of hearts, I do not believe that she should have been sued. If anybody else should have been sued, it should have been Lovely T, and it should have been Star Marie, not Unwind with Tasha K. Because I don't believe that Unwind with Tasha K should have been sued for this. She is innocent, and I best believe she has something in her sleeve, because I don't think that she would put all this money and resources with her attorneys if she don't have a case. That's just a waste of money when you could just get it paid that Cardi B some bread and delete the video, move on. Now, speaking about Tasha K, I knew that when the world on YouTube was going to cover that case, that was going to cover that interview that she interviewed with the young woman, the mistress, of Miss Curry, the mistress. Over 4 or 5, they're claiming, Tasha K and also her employee Chelsea is claiming that 500 bloggers covered the case. 500. That's what they're claiming. I've done my research. It wasn't 500. I don't know where they got the 5. It sounds good, but it was not 500 bloggers covering the case. I've counted maybe 40, and that's a good number. But I counted about 40 people were covering that interview. I counted 40. My number could be off too. I counted 40, around the 40 mark. But I damn sure didn't count no 500. Now, the employee Chelsea, just the employee, okay, she want to be a blogger. She want to be in the forefront. She got the face for it. She's beautiful, by the way, really thick and everything. She announced that I'm newly single. I'm like, wow, are you newly single? Is this something that you're saying to go viral for people to talk about it? Because I didn't talk about it when I first heard it. But when she was in there talking, drinking the sweet bitch wine and all that, she started to talk. I am newly single. Okay, it didn't work out with the jailbird. I told you we weren't gonna work out with one with the ankle bracelet. If y'all not in a relationship, I can just tell you that right then and there. He don't want you or nothing like that. He probably want to go back and lick on a toy fair. He's probably just use you to move in that apartment, get the clothes, get the clothes, and get him on his feet, and give him some of that Thanksgiving food and all that. Once he got on his feet, he probably went on the app and screwed on somebody else. All right, if that's the case, or she probably could be saying it because he probably want people to talk about it. They do weird stuff like that. But Tasha K and the employee, they're having this conversation that 500 people covered this on their channels, and people was live for 5 hours and only got 9,000 views. They're really excited, right? They're really, really excited, and they say that we all should get paid. We all should pay Kiwi Studios for covering their content. And I'm like, chime it on down. She had a viral interview with somebody on Lush Marriage Huntsville. It was the first time this woman, this mistress or this side chick, it was the first time that she did an interview. So everybody was going to cover it. It's good business. Of course, people want to cover it. Everybody wasn't going to kiss Tasha K's behind. It was going to be some bloggers that's going to be critical of her. Some going to say she misunderstood the assignment. She missed the mark and all of that. And she got, a little upset about it because when people do not praise KB Studios or Tasha K, it's going to be a problem. And that's typically a problem over there with Tasha K and KB Studios. That's how they operate over there. If you do not kiss their butt or sing their praises, the employee will put things in Tasha K's ear and Tasha K will run with this stuff. Everybody's not going to agree with the interview. Everybody's not. Some people wanted Tasha K to go off and drag the lady. So, but that's the power of you as an entity that are interviewing somebody and we're giving our commentary. It's going to be some people that's not going to agree with how you interview. That should be fine. Okay. Now, when it comes to this, when it comes to Tasha, when it comes to with the employee and the employee who's grabbing the mic and doing all this talking and stuff, all that, employee doing a lot of talking. She really want to be a commentator. And I'm like, I'm hearing this. Oh, you all be hours and hours. You got 9,000 views. I'm like, it was at one point that Tasha K will go live and she would get 9,000 views. Do not forget that it was a time when she would go live and she would get 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8,000 views. See, well, I want to say this, and I got to say this today, and I know it's rough today, but I'm going to say it. I know it's going to rough a couple of people and they feelings with their employee and stuff like that, but I got to say it was a time when she was a smaller content creator. When she would go live and it would get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. She have not always been the Unwind with Tasha K to break stories and getting videos 300, 400, 500, a million or two. I'm just saying. So let's not forget where she come from. The employee, you are there now, but you wasn't the employee when she first started doing YouTube. So you can't get mad when YouTubers are speaking on her name because she speak on everybody else's name. So of course people are going to speak on her name. She thrives on that. If we don't speak on her name, you don't grow. We bring people to Unwind with Tasha K. We bring people to her. So be thankful for the 500 bloggers, in which I'm still looking for the 500 bloggers, the list of the 500 bloggers. Because the employee said it was 500. Tasha K don't believe what the employee said. It was a good 40 that I've counted. 40. My team, where my team at? It's about 40. Good, strong 40. It wasn't 500 people. A good 40. Okay, I'm just saying. But the employee took the mic. Oh, y'all need to be paying KB Studios. Y'all gonna be feeding y'all families with KB Studios and stuff like that. Well, Cardi B can say the same thing. That where my check at, chick? Because you talked about me and getting all these clicks and views. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways here. Cardi B can be like, excuse me, where my check at? You covering me, saying I got all these bumps everywhere. Where my check at that you feeding your family with the check that you covering me? That can literally goes both ways. I'm just saying. So I get a little triggered with that employee. I'm telling you. Sometimes I like her, and sometimes she triggers me. She triggers my soul. Because that employee, I'm going to tell Tasha, Lord, let me calm down. That employee, she gets super excited because she watches these YouTubers that she claimed that we should share a piece of the pie. But she watching us. She's in the bushes. She's telling Tasha K who's saying what. But it's all right to say what we want to say as a YouTuber. Correct me if I'm wrong. We should be able to be free enough to speak on this and that. You have to be free. I don't call Tasha because I'm not the employee. I'm not on Tasha K payroll. Now, if I was on her payroll, the first thing I would be saying, can you please tell that employee to calm it down? First, she didn't screw one of the team members, the members that's doing a podcast with Storm. I don't know if she screwed Storm or not. Then she talked about Wiley's mother and just dragged Wiley's mother for filth. You need to put that woman in her place. I'm just saying. But I'm not on no payroll here. So I'm not going to make no phone call like that. Because when you got 10 people on your staff, somebody on that staff could be like, this is a little bit too much. This is a little bit too much. Okay, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Hello? Good evening. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I'm already about to be out of town in about a couple hours, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, I'm so sorry. And when I get back, I'll definitely hit you up about that, and I'll pick up some shifts. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. All right, bye-bye. All right, anyhow. I don't know how to do it. It's a lot going on, but let's get back to Tasha. Now, see, if I was on her payroll, I don't have to worry about it. And see, me, I may not be able to be on Tasha K payroll. Because I'm just gonna be real with y'all here for a second. Are we talking for a second? Because I'm the type of employee, I've always been the type. I gotta be able to speak my mind a little bit. I gotta be able to give them a suggestion and stuff like that. And that's why God said, you gotta have your own, you gotta build your own, you gotta build like your own network and all that good stuff, because you gotta be a boss. I can't, my type of personality, I'd have been, because the lie that employee said for 500 people watching, I'm like, now Tasha K, I do want to clarify that. Now I know we work with KB Studios, and I love with KB Studios, but didn't no 500 people cover that interview. Didn't no 500 bloggers cover it. And if they did, send me the list so I can read the list down there. It was a good 40 people that covered it. And I like Tasha. Don't get me wrong, I like Tasha K. I like covering Tasha K. I don't want to be cuffed up where I can't be able to get my mind about Tasha K. I got to be able to do that. I got to be free from all this. Okay? I'm not on the payroll. Now, if I was on the payroll, it'd be a little bit different. I have to word my mouth a little bit better because she's my boss. Once you my boss, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Then maybe I would say, well, it was 400 people watching. It was 400 people covering. When it's your boss, I can understand. And I'm not mad at the employee because you're getting a check from KB Studio. You're getting a check, and a very nice check from KB Studios. And you have said it will make all our checks look sad by looking at your check. So I can understand that you are promoting your boss. I can understand it. You're very biased because you're promoting your boss. But on this show, we have to be able to give you the facts that it was not 500 people watching. So I can understand. Okay? Now, and we think, well, she's very beautiful woman. Very beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman. Like when I tell you Chelsea is beautiful, she's beautiful. But sometimes sister girl be going off the rails because she be coming out the blog. Oh, I see you bloggers. The emails is coming. The emails, I'm sending the emails. This woman even said to me, in love, I'm gonna say this in love. He need to get that camera back. I said to myself, it ain't coming back. Why would I return something like that? How can you tell me what your boss should do to your boss? No, even if your boss called me today, said send it back, I ain't sending it back because it was a gift given to me. But she's beautiful, She is beautiful. That's one thing about her. She's beautiful. I don't know if I'll be able to date her. Whew. No refunds. Don't be asking for no refund. Anyway. And she said, send the camera back so she can give us her man that with an ankle bracelet. So he can go live. So he can do a podcast with Storm. I think they got a podcast coming out. Light Skinned Brothers. Anyway. Okay. All right. Well, they can talk about pea sizes. How big, how small, medium size, thick. Well, they can be talking about. Yeah, but they can be talking about getting in the club on tranny night. You can't make this stuff up. All right. But back to Unwind with Tasha K. She's at her million. She's going to be at her million. She's going to be at that above. But let's not forget where she come from. She came from working on YouTube, going live. Before her husband even started doing production skills on the channel, it would be Tasha K there before the employees and stuff like that. And I get it. You have to celebrate. You have to boost your egos to get it. I get it. But I get it. I do. And I understand it. But we have to be factual in this matter. It was not 500 bloggers covering that show, covering that episode. Wasn't. It was about a good 40. And thank you to the 40 people that cover it. Maybe, and it brought more attention to it because when everybody covers something and put in their name in the title, it drives that person in the algorithm. It drives that person in the search engine. It gives it an amazing and massive boost. So like the media, this is why they talk about Donald Trump. And all the channels talk about Donald Trump. They get 989,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. And now since it's January 6th, everybody's rushing to see what content. This is the anniversary. And all the media thrives and drives that in the algorithm. And it works with Tasha K. She's very smart about that. She's very smart about that, by doing things to make people talk. And then she will sometimes nitpick and go to smaller content creator channels. She would do that. Now, she may not come on the Wiley Show channel because I'm a little fickle. I come very direct when I'm saying. And she would pick this person's channel, go on there and show them love and stuff like that. Oh, hi, you're such an amazing content creator. Yes, you got any questions? They're going to be excited because this person got 1 million subs coming on their channel under 100,000. They're going to be excited for her to come. They're going to be super excited. And then if they don't speak her praise, she's going to go jump to the next person's channel that sing her praises and uplift her. And she will go to that channel. Oh, I've been watching for a long time. We're such huge fans of your channel. Boost the ego up and they cover that. That's how I go. So gang recognize, we know how this business works. I'm not done. Okay, that's how I go. Oh, I'll come on your show. You send me an email. And I want to say this. And I'm not thinking that I'm in the beef sector. Y'all need to stop that. I'm doing commentary. Okay? Listen, let me correct something real quick. I'm going to do my commentary the way I want to do it. Okay? So I can sleep better at night. Like everybody else do their commentary the way they want to do it. But let's be clear, when this lawsuit, I'm the only YouTuber that have went live publicly and said she's going to win this lawsuit. You don't see 40 or 50 people saying that she's going to win this lawsuit. We are the only one. It's only 2 people, maybe 2 or 3 people. It's going to be more next week that's going to cover this lawsuit. It's going to be a couple more that's going to cover it next week because it's going to be proper. Let's be clear. It's only 2 people that's covering this lawsuit. 2 bloggers. One particular blogger thinks she's going to lose. Thinks she's going to lose. I'm the only one that says she's going to win. Because a lot of people ain't going to come out there and say that Tasha K going to win because they want the Cardi B invitation to the party. Look how this stuff works. Let's break this down for a second. A lot of these bloggers is not going to come out and saying that Tasha K going to win this lawsuit because they don't want to get an invitation to Cardi party. They want that entry into the industry. So they're not going to come out. You're not going to see 50 to 60 to 70 bloggers saying that Cardi B is this. Now, when it comes to verdict day, it's a difference. When it comes to verdict day, then that's when you will see 50 to 60, maybe 100. You may even see 500 people cover it. To see if she loses, they're going to cover it. If she wins, massive people going to cover it, plus the media. So that's a win-win for Tasha K. That's a win-win with Tasha K. That's a win-win with Tasha K. Whether she lose or win, it's going to be a win for her company because they're going to cover it. They're going to drive her in the algorithm. They're going to push that Tasha K is the winner. And then also you're going to get TMZ to cover it, right? Because TMZ is direct competition with Tasha right now. She is a media outlet that have made herself come to the table with the big boys. Brought her own staff, her own table, her own chair, and she's in there with the media elite. And she did it out of her home. So a lot of those media folks that don't want her at the table, their job is to discredit Tasha. Follow me here. So you're going to see TMZ try to discredit her because now Tasha K is up there now covering big folks now that with a name and just going viral. So that's why TMZ throw a little shade at Tasha because Tasha K is their direct competition. The same Tasha K is direct competition with Ricky Smiley. The same with Wendy Williams. The same with all these other radio show folks. So sometimes they'll steal her stuff and won't give her credit. But they watch and they got it from Unwind with Tasha K. So let's just be crystal clear on that. Okay? Yeah, I believe somebody said, you can't say she gonna win. You don't know. In my humble opinion, this is an opinion show. Okay? I said, in my opinion, I think she's gonna win. All right? Okay? In my opinion, I think she's gonna win. And if she lose, she still won because she's going to get millions and millions more people watching her product. That's it. All right, so sorry, I got interrupted in the show. It's a lot of stuff been going on. I know I took an entire week off because this virus have just took over people, and I told them, I said, listen, I'll come back once y'all get this stuff situated. People coughing and sneezing and catching the old Marion. I mean, it's just jumping everywhere, and then they're gonna call little old me. Oh, can you come in? Well, I could be the only one there. No, not gonna happen. Yeah, but no. That ain't gonna happen. Don't call my phone. I'm the only one gonna be in there working. Don't you call me, because I tried to tell you. Y'all need to stop letting visitors come in this place. Y'all need to say no visitors. Shut it all the way down. Don't want to listen to Poe Lil Wiley. Then the day come. Can you come on in? No. All right. The Rookies review. I watched the Rookies review, and I do want to bring somebody on to talk about the Rookies review. I don't know if the man's still up. I wanted to bring T-Spill on to talk about the Rookies review real, because I like to bring him on. So give me a second. Give me a second. Because The Rookies is a new show that Markel is executive produces, and he have this new show. And I want to give a special shout out to Markel because this show was very interesting, to say the least. Very, very interesting. Quality-wise, it was there. Quality-wise, it was there. So I'm going to bring a guest on. I don't know if you let me see. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna kind of went over. Okay, give me a second to see where we at here. Yeah, I said no visitors because shut it all the way down. But you don't want to listen, y'all. Oh, you just a CNA. Ain't nobody listening. Oh, nobody listen. And then now it ran rampant. Because when we have a staff meeting, I'm the type of person I'm going to speak up. I'm like, well, I think y'all don't need to have no visitors. I think we need to go to a complete shutdown. What do you mean a complete shutdown? We need to go back to where it was before. When we shut it all down, then the cases dropped. It was said we need to shut it all down. Visitations, let them see each other through the window. Let them see each other on Zoom. Let them see each other on FaceTime because we are dealing with the Omarion. And you're already limited. You don't have enough staff in the first place. And then if your limited staff get under the weather, then you already in trouble. Then you ain't gonna have nobody. Didn't want to listen to Brother Wiley. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking out my left ear. Now you get the phone call. Oh, can you come? You ain't no staff here. We need help. Everybody sick. Don't want to listen. Like, you have to take these strong precautions, even though the people may not want to listen, they may not want to take heed to it, but it's for safety concerns, for safety reasons. Until you control it, because we was dealing with another surge. And I'm getting text down. Oh man, I'm down. This one down. This one down. Can't get no agency staff because they down. And then if you book agency, you're paying them quadruple because you have to pay agency the Rona rate. The regular rate is maybe $20 an hour, like regular rate for some of these agencies. Then you got the premium rate, about $30-some an hour. Then you got the Rona rate, almost $40 an hour you can make as a CNA. Well, how do I know this? Because I was actually booking them. So, and then you paying your regular staff $12. So you wonder why ain't nobody knocking on the door to be an employee. Because your regular employee, you paying them $12, but then you paying agency $30 to $40-some an hour to come up here. And you paying your regular staff $12. And you wonder why you ain't got no regular staff. People are waking up. They're not just taking crumbs anymore. They're going where the money resides. You used to, that's all you had as CNAs, getting 11, 10, whatever they offer, 8. But now you have agencies now. You get agencies. You got all these agencies that are doing some right now. So that's what you have. And then for me, coming in, trying to get people to come in to work, oh, Mr. Wiley, can you get regular stuff? You don't have that. And I said, what would it take for us to get staff in here? I said, you need the base pay $16, $17 an hour. At least start at $16 an hour. Pay people that's coming in with 10, 15, 20 years experience, give them $20 an hour. But you got to give more money. These little pieces of crumbs not going to work unless you're going to be spending it with agency. It's just that cool. Or you ain't going to have no staff. You got to listen. You got to speak up. You got to listen. That goes with the territory. Okay. Agency take a big cut of who actually work, only get 12. And then you're right. And you're right, Cam. They cut. You're right. And that's why a lot of them not doing regular rates. They're doing the premium and all that type of corporate rate to get at least come out the door with at least $25, $26 an hour. So yeah, I'm just telling y'all no. That's why I get these calls, and I'm gonna get another call begging me to come in, but I ain't coming in unless I get $800 bonus. And I did it purposely because I'm traveling, and I said, hey, let me go ahead on and take off for a week because I'm traveling going to Chicago, and I didn't want to bring nothing with me. So I said, let me just go ahead and do this. Yes, okay. And that's why I did that. And I made the right decision because I knew it. And so that's what we're here now. They said Jessica just said 12 to 4 days for interview. This stop it. Anyone who watches her on Tage Dairy, I said it, they don't want to listen to Brother Wiley. They don't. Tasha K House bigger than half you females on here saying I'm delusional. No, y'all need help. We talking about her. She don't even know she's winning. No, big winning. Okay. I don't know if y'all want me to open up the phone lines. Did y'all want to say something? I'm sorry. Did I said it good? I want to say? I want to ask to you, Lisa. I think you sent me a super chat and you said that Chelsea was your friend like a week ago. No, Chelsea wasn't my friend a week ago. I'm just being critical of something that she said. I'm just challenging her. Some of y'all ain't used to don't challenge. But that's all we're saying about it. Hey, what's up, T Spiller?
What's up, my buddy Wiley?
You know what? Everything is good. I had the pleasure of watching Rookies, and this is a Markel production, and I want to get your original thoughts of the show. What do you think?
The show? I think it was fresh. It was different. We seen a group of guys that are just regular guys that's doing regular stuff. They ain't like no makeup artists.
I agree. They're not no makeup artist. They're no fashion designer. They're coming in regular thrifty sold t-shirts, thrifty sold stuff, flea market clothes. You know what I'm saying? It's basic, just regular gays. One gay.
Yeah, basic young gays. You can tell they're young too.
Yeah, they're young, dark skin with red hair. So yeah. And you can really tell that the chemistry is not there with the cast. That it seems forced. They're nervous. You can tell that. Because they probably are fans of a lot of these shows, and they probably I don't want to look crazy. Oh, it's a lot of tension in this room. I would have been the person at that table. Is y'all fucking like?
Yeah, exactly.
We older, so we would have just asked the questions. It was so like they need like my only suggestion for the show. They need an older gay on the show.
Yeah, they need an older person to get to the point. Like they dance around.
Yeah, they do too much dancing around the whole entire situation. They dance around the whole entire thing. Yeah, you're right. Because they kept saying, we going to a pool party, no pool.
A brunch, no brunch.
They probably a brunch, no brunch. They probably don't have the money to even get the eggs and the potatoes in the pool. They probably ain't got no apartment because you got to be on a lease. You just can't randomly go to a pool like that. They probably roommating with people. So, but if you had somebody that is older and probably got their own house, they own pool outside, then it would be a little bit better. But they trying to do all this fancy stuff and they got the money like that. They went to a brunch and they were just drinking water. They weren't even
drinking water the whole time. I'm like, what a steak and eggs at? What a the mimosas? What all that at?
And then when they did eat some chicken, they were sharing the chicken. That was so because the dude came late and then they were sharing the chicken. I'm like, I get it, but and the reason why we this critical because we watching a whole lot of shows.
Yeah.
So of course we're gonna do a little dragging in.
And I ain't even trying to drag Markel because I like Markel.
I like Markel, but it's like I'm just telling you what we see on the show. Come to the pool party and all we go eat on a banana inside some room that we didn't rent, and we're gonna flip over some cups and drink. No pool.
Like overall, like overall, I like it, and I see where he's going with it. But like the cast, maybe they'll open up Wiley as the season goes on.
As the season goes, yeah. They better because the quality was good. I was able to hear the cast.
Oh yeah,
see the cast. It's some beautiful young brothers that I really can see them grow and flourish. We're gonna see how the next episode, but this first one, baby, I'd have been like, cut. Let me get somebody up in here to juice this up. You know what I'm saying? Because some of that should have been a little give some script.
Yeah, Markel. But look, I ain't gonna lie. I seen a few stuff and heard a few stuff from Markel. They really bring it as the season goes on. Like he kind of knew like this was an introduction like episode, but they bring it. Like I seen the scene where they go crazy, and so
I want it, and I can't wait to see it. But this first episode, quality wise, was great. Some of the cast is some of my favorite. The one with the braces, I don't know the man name with the braces. I want to say his name. I can't think of his name. Give me a second.
Solo
is Solo.
You like Solo?
I like Solo. And then FEMA. I didn't like the name because I think of Katrina. I think of the people outside the house. We need help. Where's FEMA? Like having that name just triggers me because I get a flashback.
I think it was Fanning.
I don't know Fanning. That was Fanning friend FEMA because the one with the dreads. His name was FEMA.
I know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I was triggered with the name, but Solo, I get it. Maybe because he got braces in his mouth, he really don't want to show his braces. Because when you get braces, you talk a little different. But he got that little smile. I can just tell that he's a freak, and I can just tell.
Hey, Wiley, I thought he was like a man. When you just see his picture, you thought he a man. The way he twirled from that table, I was like, oh yeah, that's a lady, baby.
That is a lady. Most of them are the bottoms. Okay, a lot of them are bottoms. Ain't nothing wrong with being bottoms, but they definitely there. And I can't wait to see more of that. Like I can tell you, like as long as the quality good, I'm gonna give this show another look, another chance because. I mean, I got through the episode and I saw the characters. It need to be polished up some. So we're gonna see how these episodes gonna play out from the first one. But the cast, you gotta give it some. They're different. I don't see none of this cast on other shows. They're not trying to be like, I'm a stylist, so I'm a fashionist, and I'm so glad I ain't say that because if they would have said all that,
I would have been like, I'm gone.
Because
they would have been like, I do nails and I do makeup. I was like, oh yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, because you do all that and you couldn't afford like no premium wings or a pool or something like this. So I can understand that there are like most of them.
I was just talking about that with somebody. These shows, they have all these people who say they're so grand and they verified on Instagram. Why the hell y'all can't afford a cast room? If y'all got a cast of 10 people and y'all make all this money and y'all booked and busy, when it's time to go on a cast trip, y'all can't afford to pay for it.
That's true. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're right about that because you can really tell. Like most of these shows need budgets, and that's another thing. If a new show come, at least save up some money so you can do cash trips and do all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because we're getting tired. I think eventually the industry we're getting tired of just basic shows. Like we need it's still a lane for a show to say, oh, we all going to Puerto Rico, or we all going to Dubai. It's going to be a show that's going to do that, but you got to put your money and get them type of sponsors.
Yeah, get them type of people,
and say
if you get them type of people, you got to have some great production because a rich person who got money ain't finna do no bootleg.
A bootleg, yeah. So they need to ask the people and say, hey, send or get your sponsors and save that stuff. They're gonna have to do a lot of saving and then put it into their show because like with rookies, I would love to see commercials. That's the beauty chocolate girl. I don't know if she gonna get a commercial.
Listen, if I see Chocolate Beauty on that, I'm not watching it. Markel, if you get Chocolate Beauty a subscription, whatever it is, I'm not watching your show.
Right. So I just want people, make sure y'all go and it's rookies. I'm gonna drop the link in there. Make sure y'all leave a comment and y'all go and check it out. Because what makes a show better is when people are commenting, people are watching and stuff like that. That makes it better because a good producer will look, okay, we're gonna work on that, we're gonna work on that. But when I give them credit for the production, I can tell that he had boom mics because I was able to hear them clearly. It wasn't like some of these other shows sound like they underwater. Like that's another for actually a new show. He did real good with the quality, and he can.
That's the best new show I've ever seen. Like a new show that came out.
Yeah,
the quality, the look of it. He didn't look like they filmed it from an Android or from an old 1990 big screen TV.
Yes,
look nice.
And then the editing part was good too because it flowed right. So yeah, I give this show a good solid 7. Because I'm interested in what the rest of the cast are going to do. I'm interested in how they're going to party, the fights, and all that. Because I know Markel was on our show. 2 days ago, and he said it was a fight already. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I seen that fight.
yeah. But with the cast, I would have made sure, me as a producer, let's go buy a couple of bottles, you know. And the name of the show is Rookies. I'm gonna drop the link because when you give the girls liquored up, it can be a little bit entertaining, honestly.
Oh yeah, when you get liquored up, yeah, it's anything entertaining.
Yeah, so if I was a producer, I'd have made sure I had a couple of Ciroc, Grey Goose, or Hennessy there as well. Give me a second, I'm gonna drop it in here. I want.
Well, Wiley, you know the young girls drink cheap alcohol, so they on that Taka and
okay.
Sky Vodka. You know they don't drink that stuff we drink.
Okay,
they can't afford that shit.
I want to give them that and stuff like that and have that, because that's one thing I can tell that Chasing LA did. They got them girls drunk. You know, they were drinking. So and they went on and it was a hot mess, but it was entertaining. So I'm looking forward to see these episodes. Like, let's get that to 1,000 people. It's 764 people that watched the show. If you didn't go check it out, watch it and leave your honest opinion about the show. That will make the show better.
Yeah, exactly. And Markel, a great producer. You know, he did Lovers and Friends, and he doing this now. So he's doing it good.
And I want to give a shout out to, I want to get these people names. Give me a second while I look into this child. It's not, they call them 90s babies. They must be late 90s babies. But anyway, Fannin, I liked him. Dior, Solo, Glenn, Quan. I like him. Like I like Fannin. I really like him. He's dark skinned, skinny. Is that the dark skinned, skinny one?
Yeah, that's a dark skinned, skinny one. Yeah, Fannin kind of cute. Fannin, he from Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah, Fannin. Yeah.
But I wasn't really feeling that 80s shirt he had on. Looked like he got it from his grandma upstairs. Like, baby, put that on, put some Vaseline on, and go on and do your show, baby. I wasn't feeling it. And hold on one second. Then he had a school whiteboard, and then I really was feeling Solo. He coming in with the hat in the back with the Tupac with the chain.
Hey, maybe Wiley, it's the braces, or maybe it's the braces. Like
it's the braces.
Like, yeah, it's the braces.
It's the braces, and once he takes the braces off, he's gonna be flawless. Like, he's already flawless, but he's really gonna live it.
And then he a lady. Like, I don't really like.
Yeah, he's trying to be like a dude. He's a lady. You know, he got
a lady. Yeah, I know he a lady. How he twists from that table. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah.
And this will get me okay about the show. They in the store, and they were supposed to be shopping. It was just one still shot of them looking at a shirt. I'm like, what?
Oh, black Nike shirt. He kept looking at a Nike
y'all
shirt.
Supposed to be at a pool party. So can y'all go in the area with the shorts, with a thong, department at? It's just like simple stuff.
Yeah, it was like, if you go to the pool, we want to see y'all with y'all shirts on. You know, with some shorts on, get wet, get in the pool.
Yes. And I'm like, I want to see that. I wanted to see them in the pool. I wanted to see them in there, see who got a body and see who's thick. I wanted to really see that. We did see, now who is this person? The one with the white shirt on that was in the pool. And the one that had the glasses. I want to say that's, let me see. What's his name? I'm just fast running here looking at my phone.
Was it Quan?
It's Quan. Yeah, Quan. Now Quan, he's gonna be like, I think he's gonna be like the breakout star of the show. I can see breakout star. It's still too early for me. But Quan
a little bit too skinny for me. He built like a Chico stick. Like,
he's skinny. He's really skinny. But he probably got a big old. Okay. But Quan, I really like the necklace, the chain around. I just really like Quan like style. Even though I wish he need to eat more, and he probably smoke a lot of weed probably too. He probably smoke a lot of weed.
But he a good character on that show. Like, I can tell that like he like the main one. I feel like he in charge of everybody. I feel like he in charge of them. Like he the one who over everybody.
Now the one with the red hair, the hair dyed red, baby, he look like he eat a lot, because all I saw was that belly and that purse. Baby, me and him would have been good girlfriends because we both love to eat.
Oh, so yeah, he went at the brunch. He would have been eating at the brunch.
We would have went to all you can eat buffet, because my belly is out. Like, when I saw that man belly, I said, it's out there. Homegirl was ready to eat. He wanted to eat the bananas, but I guess that camera was on. He's like, damn, I ain't about to show these damn bananas. He want to eat them bananas.
Oh yeah,
because that girl is hungry. I mean, come on now. I would have loved for them to have a play. I did like the game, but it would have been so perfect being at a pool or something like that. That would have been so great. I mean, this probably was cold outside too. Well, let me see. No, it looked like they was in the summer.
It like it was kind of warm because I can't tell. You know, you can't tell by the girls dress sometimes. They be dressed like they going to in a blizzard. And it be 90 degrees. they don't have no clothes on, and it's 30 degrees. So it's like you can't really tell about them.
Oh man, but like towards the end, when they say it's thick, like with Solo and this new guest, you can really tell that he may even painted on somebody, or they met on the app and it didn't go right. You know what I'm saying? It could have been
all them painting. They young. They
all paint.
They all paint. They ain't even dishing Wiley. They just going straight in naturally.
Right. Cause they was like, it's the tension is so thick. And it was. I'm like, baby, y'all probably hungry. Y'all at a restaurant eat, drink. I mean, ain't no tensions, baby. Y'all just need to eat and drink for y'all to be. It's kind of hard to have a conversation and you at a restaurant and not eating and drinking, we just talking. Like, no, eat. So I give this a good solid 7 because it was some funny moments that I did like. I will continue to watch the show. T-Spoiler, you said it's going to be a juicy season.
Yeah.
So,
Markel do a good job.
Yeah. So, and I'm so glad that Markel did not come on the show and try to jog on the beach and bring Reese G.
Do a little Reese G.
And bring George. Right. And they talking. I'm so glad he didn't take that route. But I like you because the Chasing LA was funny to me. It was entertaining.
Yeah, Chasing LA was funny. He had some good characters on Chasing LA.
Yeah. Chasing LA was like a lot of great characters. This show, Rookies, you're just really following, just seeing the young. I would love to see this show with season 1, season 2, season 3, to see them get older and more mature, because this show is really something. Every show is taking on that formula: makeup artist, stylist,
and they don't think they're so grand. Like when you get like people who say they makeup artists for Cardi B, they might have did her makeup like back in 1998,
and they put that on their resume and they ride that coattail for this show. These are college students. They just moved to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They're freaky. They going out to Marty's, and you're going out to Marty's, you really ain't that grand. That's a hole in the wall club.
Yeah, you can tell they're freaky because the one he said, I just saw you Friday. He's like, oh no, we met Saturday. So I know they left the club. I know they left the club that night and got down to get down.
Absolutely. So I am giving this show a 7, and make sure y'all go check it out, you guys, because it is entertaining. Y'all gonna get y'all life, especially if you're a fan of any web series. This is another show you add on. It's great quality. And if you have like a teenage son or a son that's like 18 or 19, they need something to watch, give them those shows so they can see that it's people like you that are actually doing something in the business and trying to do television as well. So yeah, that's definitely great.
Yeah, because you just said that perfectly, Wiley, because everybody ain't no makeup artist. So
everybody's not.
Yeah, they watching like, I got to be a makeup artist because I see.
No, you don't. You could be a buzz. You could be a washing dishes. Give me a dishwasher. Give me a garbage man. Give me
Popeye's worker.
A Popeye's worker. Uber Eats. Something that's more realistic for especially for your demographic. I'm not expecting a 21-year-old to be a millionaire. I'm expecting you to live in a place with 4 people or 5 people, because you coming up. So I expect that. And that's probably why you're not going to, we'll see if they're going to come in people's apartments and see it like that. I'm not shocked if I don't see them, if you don't see a lot of them, their apartments, because they probably sleeping on floors.
College dorms or
or at their dorm. So you can't really be filming at the schools unless you got permission and stuff like that. But I'm just glad that we have new fresh blood, that we ain't got Dre Simber on the show. And let me tell you why. I got nothing against Dre Simber. But what I'm saying is bringing somebody on another brand and then they on another show. Like because we already know them. I want to give other people a time to shine. So
it's time for new people. Yeah, it's time for new people.
I'm glad there's new blood here. Because at one point I'm like, child, y'all just taking people on different. They on all these different shows,
recycling everybody. Like
right?
you were garbage on that show, and they pick you up and bring you on this show.
And they have right. So this show, you actually have people with talent that just guys that you just want to see what's that. I'm interested to see what is one of his talents, what he's gonna do, how he's gonna fight. I want to see about it. I didn't hear any mess about them yet. Because I didn't really inquired about it, but now they're on my radar. I'm gonna follow each of them
the
tonight.
one who messy, Dior is really messy.
Oh, Dior
really messy. The one who came at the brunch when we first seen him at the brunch, Mac, I think. I think he a little bit a wild one too. And I feel like Fannin more of a comedic relief, but he get into the mess too. And who else on that messy? Glenn. I think Glenn gonna be the breakout star. The one with the red hair.
Yeah, I can tell the one with the red hair. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm glad that they're not having heavy makeup on them. I'm glad that they're showing their natural. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Wiley, and I'm so happy not to see guys walking in the streets not giving looks every time. They average dressing men.
Just average dressing men.
I don't want to see no pom-pom shirt. No tennis skirt.
Right, they're average dressing, man, and that's the reality with the gay scene. It's average dressing. You're not really seeing the average gay with Prada, Gucci. You're not gonna really see that, especially out there in Texas. If it is, it's fake. You're gonna see people with regular clothes on. Okay,
I'm so tired of seeing these girls out here with these wild ass Halloween outfits on. I'm like, you wearing that to the club for 2 hours, like,
and you don't dance. You holding on to the wall, and you wearing all this just to the
13 and got your big foot clogged into some damn stilettos. I know your feet hurt.
Oh man, but the one with the red hair did stand out to me because anytime somebody that's dark skinned dye their hair, I always pay attention. I'm like, oh girl, what you about? And I said, okay, yeah, and she could dress too because she was like, listen, I give looks, and it flashed back to the looks. I'm like, you better go ahead, Trey Howard. Did you dress him? Because I always think of Trey Howard, him being dark skinned and dressing for. I'm like, is that Trey Howard? Did you dress your daughter?
Hey, speaking of Trey Howard, he would have been great for that show.
Yeah, Trey Howard would have been great.
Yeah, he would have been great for that show.
That's a good, like, if it's ever somebody else with a name to be a Trey Howard, that fits him. That's his demographic. That's his.
He like 24, 25, so he ain't that much older than them. And he can come in and get it started and help them, like, kind of like, hey, like, work it out with them. Like the older, like he ain't older like me and you older, but he.
Yes, he's a little bit more mature, and he know the game. He know the art of the show. Art of doing a show and what you need to bring. His personality would definitely fit. And Dre Simba would have just came in there just fighting everybody and throwing
Dre
plates.
Simba would have came in there like I don't really care. Listen, Dre Simba is good TV, and I'll be a hater if I did not say that. He great TV.
Yeah, he's great.
He comes in, he comes in and he know how to shake it up. He know what to say to the girls to get them out of body.
Oh, that first episode of him would have showed up to that place with no pool. I'm like, where's the store shack? It would have been it would have been. You could just tell.
He know what to do. He know what to do with reality TV. So hopefully, Dre Simba can like get a real job on reality TV and get paid to do what he do.
Yeah, that I agree. I hope so too. Cause or he's gonna have to be like Ford and get a cleaning business. Have to clean toilets. I'm just.
I like
He's gonna be on a vacuum of floor.
I'm not gonna do this.
It's not wrong.
I ain't talking about Ford. I like Ford. Me and Ford had a long road. He nice to me.
I like Ford. What I'm saying is, if it don't work out, you can clean toilets. You can throw out the trash. You can clean out the refrigerator.
They say he do a great job. They say he clean your house. They say he clean your house great, like spick and span, Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I can just imagine that's a good business. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying if it doesn't work out at MTV, try to a cleaning business. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And that should be on the reality show.
And look, Wiley, floor clean grave headstones.
Wow.
In the cemetery, he cleaned grave. What you call them? Gravestones.
Yeah, the headstone. He clean the headstone. He can polish it and stuff. Oh, that's amazing. That's money. That is.
He detail cars too. He detail cars now too.
That's amazing. So I would love to see that on a reality show. Him detailing a car. Him cleaning.
Before do that, before got his own business. Like I would love to see somebody clean their houses and detailing cars, and then seeing them when they leave and do all that.
That's amazing because there was one guy interviewed from Atlanta called the Cleaning Guru. He's in Atlanta. He have a cleaning business and he makes amazing money while doing so. Because
he get hired. Look at him. That's why he get hired.
Yes,
they hire him. They hire him for his job. He might clean your house. It might be crumbs on the floor still. I don't care.
Right. I asked him that question. He said, "I'm. That's to help for my business. Me being attractive, so you would get a lot of bookings. That's why he's on the flyers. He's a very attractive guy.
His shirt off. I'm like,
yeah.
You selling ass or cleaning homes?
But you know, all the people with the money, that's what they want to see, especially these older white men with money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, let's clean the Google. You know, it's a lot you can have with that. And then I love when he sit down.
He in Atlanta, he doing something on the side. He ain't clean. He cleaning houses and he cleaning other things too. Yeah, he in Atlanta, Wiley. The girls who do business like that, they doing other stuff too. He ain't just making money for cleaning houses. He cleaning either he cleaning them naked. He doing some sexual in that house. I don't care what nobody say.
I mean, I won't blame him. If you got the cash, throw the cash and do what you got to do because, you know. But yeah, he be saying he's very profitable in the business and stuff like that. I had him on my show. I think
Wiley, he probably when you contact him, Wiley, he probably hit you with the other deal like, hey, for $450, I clean naked. You know, $650 after I clean. You know, you a little something. That's how they do. I'm dead serious.
Like, I can imagine, and you can see him cleaning naked and doing something like that.
Yeah, I would pay for him to clean my naked. If I, you know,
especially in the special underwear that they have. What do they call Donna's draws? You know, the type of underwear they have. They would pay for something like that. You're right about that. Absolutely.
I know he doing that. I don't care what he say. That the cleaning guru is,
and he probably not gonna tell people because they're probably I'm so seditious, man. But we know, okay.
Well, it's just like the ones who say, "Oh, I get professional massages. I'm a professional masseuse." Okay,
and most of them, they do masseuse. Come on now, come on. I even got a masseuse table. Okay,
ain't even certified. They took no classes. the only thing you do massage is your mama's sore feet for her working all night, and you want to come down and massage my back.
Now, did you see the movie, the show? I don't know if you watched The Shy, but one of the guys was the masseuse. He came to the door. He was massaging.
Having sex with Emmett Mama.
Yeah. And she looked down at him. Oh, man.
Yeah, she was like, you coming to massage me built like that and all that and thinking I want more than that.
Right. And Emmett girl must have been screwing him too because she the one that preferred the mama. Yeah. The mama-in-law to do that, yeah.
You know, Emmett girl a freak anyway. She
a freak. She a freak.
She having sex with the supplier. The dude.
The supplier. Absolutely. And Emmett, that's just like niggas. Like they'll fuck around that girl all day long, but as soon as they do it, they don't want to do it no more. They don't want to have an open relationship. They want it closed.
I want you to myself now, but
yeah.
Now that she messing around,
that she go around, it's a problem. But he screwed the lady in the kitchen and. I'm like, come on, y'all supposed to be frying chicken and y'all spraying. Come on,
spraying the thing. What they say, spraying it wide and licking it low. That's all Lala good for on the show, though. You know, they get Lala in there. She can't act, but you know, she can show her ass.
Yeah, that she show her absolutely. And she is so beautiful, and I'm just so shocked that her man. Maybe because when you popular and you're attractive, you have a lot of competition. So it's kind of hard to be faithful. But she's beautiful. I'm like, you should be.
But think about it, Wiley. He see beautiful women all the time.
All the time, facts.
And they throw themselves at him. So Lala to us is like, oh, she beautiful. I'll be lucky to have her. But like to him, it's like you a dime a dozen.
Yeah, that's why she probably need to get an ugly guy. Maybe
an ugly rich guy like like Kim Kardashian did. You know, she got Kanye West.
Yeah, come here, or like what's the guy that's dating like Portia? Somebody like him.
Oh, son, yeah. If you're gonna be ugly, you gotta have some money. So
that's what I'm saying, like that, because you know she ain't gonna date like an ugly broke dude. You gotta be an ugly guy that really women ain't gonna really come up to him like that. and stuff like that. Where you all it comes to like when you have somebody like Tristan Thompson, he get women thrown at him daily. It's kind of hard, and 1 or 2 gonna get through the cracks, or maybe 3 or 4, or 10 or 20.
With him, all of them get through the crack with him.
Go ahead on and get through the cracks. So you right about that. You right.
Offset and Cardi B. I mean,
Offset and Cardi B, absolutely.
Him all the time.
Absolutely, like because like women, like that's why Offset be cheating on. Like women throw themselves, and it's kind of hard. He's dark skinned, he's a rapper, and women love men that's rap because they want to be the next baby mama to get blue check verified, so they can sell Birkin bags on their boutique, so they could be known.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And do a booking at the damn wine shop,
at the clubs and stuff like that. I think and it's women that all they live and breathe for is to get pregnant by a powerful man.
Powerful man.
And
Wiley, think if you were famous, Wiley, if you were real famous, Wiley,
that's true.
How many men would throw themselves at you just because of who you are?
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
But if you was in a relationship, Wiley, how would you deal with that?
It won't be out. I won't even try. It would have to be an open relationship because I want to experience. Like it's too much. Because like the more powerful and popular you become, or more famous you become, you get guys you won't even look at you at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember 50 Cent said he said, man, some of the women he would never dream of being with, and it was all in his hotel room because now you got this money and you got this money.
And Wiley in the web series, girl, and like in Atlanta and stuff. Have nothing. You Wiley and they'll run.
That's what I'm saying because you have something a show stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
They'll run down. I just seen people like I ain't gonna even say his name on here, but like he do a show too, and he sleep with people after his show. Oh my gosh. And he don't even really have a lot of subscribers, but he known from a show he done. And when they go interview with him, either they get some head or they getting bust down. You know him, Wiley, because I think y'all might have.
Listen, I don't put my name in it. That's the only reason why I probably will not move to Atlanta because of all what you said. Every time I say I'm moving to Atlanta, I get emails. Don't do it. Too many distractions in Atlanta.
You move to Atlanta, Wiley, get you a lot of prep. Get you a lifetime supply of prep because you don't know what them girls got out there.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, because you really gotta protect yourself out there because there's so much out there, like prep, condoms, everything. Like you gotta, you can't let them girls go down on you wrong.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I was there last weekend, and it was a lot. So.
And you go and travel. See, I'm gonna go and visit Atlanta. And then I'm gonna see how it is on the outskirts of Georgia for me to get a place instead of me staying in the city of Atlanta because I'm just too many distractions.
Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot to get. Like if people know who you are and you get with these people. Listen, I ain't gonna even talk, but like Wiley, I done found myself in some situations. Yeah.
I could tell you, like when I went to Atlanta, I screwed the Lyft driver, and I couldn't believe it, but. It's there, and it's like something in the air. Like the air, it smelled different in Atlanta. It's like that's you are literally in the gay mecca of the world, and that's Atlanta. Atlanta is literally that the black.
But Wiley, just imagine like you with these people, and everybody know who you are, and y'all drunk and drinking. Listen, it don't matter at that point. It don't matter how you look. If they want it, you just want it.
Right.
If you there at the time,
especially the person got a big, what?
Yeah.
That's just like the icing on the cake.
It's just like it is what it is. Like you just find yourself saying, "Buffett, yeah, I'll do it."
I don't even. I drunk
in the morning. It is what it is. Ain't nobody gonna find that I did it unless you tell.
Right. And then they'll probably be the ones to tell it because I never tell unless I confirm once it comes out. When it comes out,
I don't tell though. That's one thing I don't do. I never like do somebody and tell the next day.
I will confirm usually because most people, if you're dealing with a blogger or you're dealing with somebody like myself, it's going to come out. Oh, how big is it? Oh, girl, you got to blah, blah, and then boom, it travels, and before you know it,
I'm sure if I did something, somebody gonna say something, and I hear about it from the streets.
Yeah,
I'm gonna deny it.
yeah.
Somebody put that.
Eventually, but that comes with the territory when you're doing it in Atlanta. That's go for anywhere. But you're right. Atlanta is wild. It's pretty wild. And a lot of people that gets in there, they lose focus. They come there being an actor and they end up being a hoe. Or
Like,
going on OnlyFans or
that's
rentman.com.
everybody's job in Atlanta. It's everybody rather be a hoe than work.
Right. Because I look at Rico Puett and his boyfriend, they have like they OnlyFans, and it's an open relationship because they bring people in to screw and stuff like for their OnlyFans. But don't that put wear and tear on your body though? Like if you're a booty hole, that puts
Wiley, it was this boy. He gonna be on G Status, and he was arguing with all the cast last night. I don't know how you missed it. They was on like live and all that with KL them. And
really?
He was saying like how they arguing with him when they at work and he at home and he a boss. And we were like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm on OnlyFans." And I was like, "You're a boss because you're on OnlyFans. Your booty must got an EIN number because I don't get how you're a boss and you're on OnlyFans."
And that booty hole, like it wears and tells your body. I've seen people that does it and they don't look the same. Look at damn, I can't even think of the man, Remy Mars. He don't look the same.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Hot Rod. He don't, you know what I'm saying? It wears and tells your body, especially if you receiving it in your, even Sherrod. And then your cheeks are like open. Like
Wiley, but this boy was arguing with everybody, and I seen his Twitter, Wiley, and I was like, nobody can argue with me when they had you. Somebody had him bent over in the trunk, Wiley, like they were trying to kidnap him. They opened the trunk, they had him, his head was in the back of the trunk, and his booty was up, and they was smashing him in the trunk. Wiley, I'm talking about, like he was in the trunk. I ain't never seen nothing like that, Wiley. In the trunk.
What? Oh my gosh! I've never seen that either. But wow, in the truck just bent over. Come on,
you need to go look at his Twitter. I'm gonna DM you his Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch it. And he's gonna be on G Status, the new season of G Status.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, they got a good season from what I see. They cast go crazy.
I can't wait. I can't.
KL did a good job. I met KL in Atlanta last weekend.
I heard that. Now let's see. Hold on, let me see, because I don't know who this person is. Somebody you want to come on stage and speak. Let me put my thing up for a second. Duval. Can you hear me?
Arguing with all the cast last night.
Hello? You gotta be playing in the background.
Yeah, he must got his thing playing in the background.
Yeah. Hello, you there? Hello. I think he connected me.
Well, he in the private chat.
Is he in a private?
He said keep me in the background until he finished.
Okay. Hold on, let me see. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I didn't know where he was at. Oh, okay. Okay, how you doing? I'm sorry. Okay, I think he went. All right, what did you say, T-Spo? I'm sorry.
I want to know why he don't want to come up here while I'm up here. Like, who is that?
He said keep you there back for a T finish. Duval, what did you? I think he want to talk about the Tasha K stuff. He can stay on stage. Duval, you there?
I'm here. I just ain't want to take away from his own session because y'all had a.
No. We can talk. You can add on and see what you want to say. Go ahead, Duval. You can type in. We just talking.
Yeah, I know, but like I said again, I just want to take away from what he was doing. Y'all having a review.
Can you mute me in the back if I can hear you?
All right, hold
on. Okay. Hello, we got Duval coming on, and we have T-Spoiler on. Man, this is like I'm coming to Atlanta, probably not for MLK weekend because I'm doing Chicago, but I'm gonna come to Atlanta probably in September because y'all cases are through the roof.
Oh yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. They're not going in the house either. They're gonna be out. So
because I think MLK weekend is like what next weekend, right?
Next weekend, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like next.
I wouldn't dare do it. I went this weekend and I came back kind of sick. Luckily, I didn't have anything.
Because you wear all that stuff. Or did you get the shot or no?
I didn't get the shot. I got the first round, but I never went back and got the second one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
currently have it.
Okay, you said what, Duval?
I currently have it.
You currently have it?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
I guess my boss at work picked it up for somewhere. She gave it to me.
Wow. I know at my job, it's running rapid. They just call me, can you come in? I'm like, I can't do it. We ain't got no staff. Anytime you tell me something, and I knew it was gonna happen because I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do the YouTube, and then I come back like this when it's down. But I'm like, I just don't want to take that. I just don't want to take that risk. Not at all. Even though I'm fully that way, vax and with the booster, because Whoopi Goldberg got it, but she sounded fine to me.
Oh yeah, they say it's not that bad when you catch it if you have the shot.
Yeah, because she ain't sound stuffy nose or nothing. She sounded regular to me. But Duval, how you been doing with your symptoms?
I got chills. I got fevers. Like I said, I've been fully vaccinated, but I never got the booster because I thought I had to wait 6 months. And but other than that, I'm fine for the most part. I get a dry cough every once in a while. The main thing is I have to watch what I eat because it triggers like your blood pressure and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it triggers it. Like, for instance, I drank 2 things of Gatorade, and my blood pressure went from 120 to like 170.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yep. And so you really have to watch what you eat. But I'm blessed because there's people that got it that can't smell, can't eat, anything like that, tired a lot. I don't go through none of that stuff. I can smell, I can eat still. I'm not tired like that. You just sometimes you're afraid to go to sleep because you don't know if what I'm saying. This might affect you while you're sleeping. You don't wake back up. So you just but other than that, it just I'm maintaining.
Yeah, and I know they say drink plenty fluids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this is our new, like literally our new normal right now.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
Yeah. So I know you heard the topics for tonight. So did you want to interject and want to say something? Because I know we had Tasha K on the docket. I know you got a lot of stuff to say.
Well, I said about every topic that you have. I can start off with the Nicki topic when you say she haven't fallen off. I disagree.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
you, I disagree because you gotta understand Nicki was so accustomed to being on top, and she's no longer that anymore. She's still relevant, but when you say her name in the music industry, Cardi name come first, then Doja Cat, then Megan, then her. And so when you go from your name being the only name in the music industry without any interruptions to now you probably the fourth person that they mention, yeah, you falling off.
That's a that's a good point. That's a good point that you make. I looked at it from a sense of she's still selling. You know what I'm saying? She ain't at a point where she's selling 20,000. Oh, let's go to Lil Kim. 10 people buying your record. You know what I'm saying? She's still selling like 80 to 90,000 copies within the first week. So that's not to me falling off at
No,
all.
she ain't. She definitely ain't fell off because she at the point now where she don't got to do all that. So Cardi B, if Cardi B stop doing something, she gonna fall off. Nicki been in the game for like 10+ years now.
Yeah, yeah,
So she didn't got to the point where she can chill, kind of like Jay-Z them. Jay-Z still rap and he got a lot of money. He ain't fell off. He just don't got to do all that no more.
Well, Nicki Minaj been in the game for 15 years. She started in 2006. When you come to Kim, you said she only sold 10 records last time. You gotta understand, there's a generation gap when it came to Kim from the 90s era when Kim was the top woman in the music industry to when you try to sell music in what 2018. That's a big old age gap. There's a lot of children or even younger people that don't know Kim like that. They don't know the they maybe know of her the way that she trailed the blaze for all women rappers, but they don't know her from a standpoint where they have an emotional connection to her where they want to support her products or support what she's doing music wise.
And then I think then another term too that comes from when you take a break. Like Kim did not. I personally believe when she was on top, she didn't throw out seeds for other stuff. Like she should have had her own clothing line. She should have been more active in Hollywood after she got out of jail. Like a lot of things, she should have been dropping nuggets, stuff that because she's still known as a fashion, but she still don't have her own clothing line, which I think is sad.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say people that Kim ain't think like that back then. They ain't. You gotta understand those women in the 90s. They didn't have those type of opportunities. I mean, think about it. If we were to go back then, think about Mia X. She could have sold, say fatigue clothes for women. You know what I'm saying? She could have ventured off the No Limit brand.
You're right. That's a good point. She didn't do that either. Yeah, but I know we talked about Kim. I'm sorry, you talked about Nicki. How do you feel about this whole thing? And I want to ask you too, T Spiller, the whole thing with Jim Jones kissing his mama, tongue kissing her. How did you feel about that?
Oh yeah, that's disgusting. Like, why would I want to tongue kiss my mama? And my mama look better than his mama. And
And she probably
and I wouldn't tongue kiss my mama, and he tongue kissing that. Listen, I kiss my dog in the mouth.
okay. I'm like, what in the world? And the mama tried to clean it up, and it just didn't work with that wig. It just did not work.
Yeah, she didn't work. Yeah, Mama Jones, just not it.
Oh man, she should have done. But when you see, when you call yourself joking, he was serious. He didn't think he was gonna get that backlash. But what you got to say about it, Duval?
You gotta understand, this is a deeper issue. This is a traumatized issue for the black community, especially with women and their sons. You gotta think about this. Women so used to calling their sons their boyfriends or their husbands when they're younger that they carry on that mindset and they can't never detach themselves from that, even when they're older. That's why there's so many mama's boys in the black community because of it. Because they can't just detach from the loyalty that they have for their mothers because how their mothers was there in their lives.
That's that you speaking on facts. You speaking on facts.
I mean, you gotta think about it.
I mean, Wiley, a mama's boy, just because your mama was the only one you know and raised you, that don't mean that I want to kiss my mama in the mouth. You know, once you get a son,
but you have some mothers that do cross that line, do a lot. Some mothers cross that line, do a lot of stuff with their sons, and that don't get discussed like fathers abusing their daughter. You know what I'm saying? That they still don't get a lot of spotlight like that. It's some mothers like still sleeping in bed with their sons at 16, cuddle and spoon and cuddle and all that stuff. I've heard cases of this, and I'm not shocked that and they said she was on crack. So I don't know if she was on crack.
We can tell.
But if she was on crack, okay, a whole lot of other stuff he could have been doing to Mama. Okay, Mama doing to him. And they normalize that stuff. But I just think we need to put more focus on mothers abusing their child sexually. I think we don't give that enough attention. We don't put that on the forefront like we do with men. We just think it's just man predators, but it's some women predators out there as well.
So what would have been a difference if it was a daughter and did it to their dad?
That would have been outrage.
Yeah.
That would have been it would have been a whole lot of outrage. But because it was the mother and the son, they wasn't like that. They didn't mean it like that. Yeah. If it was the father saying about the son, the father said about the daughter, it would have been outrage. You a dirty old man, you know. The women, they can still. Women gonna be taking. They ain't mean it like that. He was just joking. I kissed my son. My son know how to when we doing the tongue. They ain't mean it like that. But yeah,
We gotta think about it. Like you don't never hear fathers calling their daughters my girlfriend or my wife, but you always hear mothers call their son, that's my boyfriend. That's my husband. He gonna protect me. And it just, like I said, at the end of the day, it creates a bond that hard to let go when they're older because, like I said, at the end of the day, they're so used to hearing those type of words associated with them that that's all they know. They normalize it. Women in the black community.
Yeah, it's some women that do, and it's some sick people out here. Like if he actually tongue kissed his mom, and she actually did that, then she needs to be thrown in jail with R. Kelly. You agree?
Exactly.
She'll need to be out here doing no interviews with that wig.
Yeah, she don't need to be out here, period. How she
Right.
look.
If this was they were doing, if this was the thing they were doing, there's no way in the world that she should be walking around free. And I'm glad that we having this conversation because it put focus on some sick mothers. It's some sick mothers that do exist in this world. I just gave y'all an example with Antoine Fisher. I don't know if y'all watched that movie. That wasn't his mother, but that was one of his like female people in the house that abused him. Even with R. Kelly, let's be clear, it was his sister that abused him, that sexually abused him at a young age. And she did it with a couple of brothers. And I was like, now she at church getting people to get saved with Christ, but yet she ain't in jail. Like we say lock up R. Kelly, but we damn sure don't say lock up his sister Teresa. And it was his sister that introduced him into this to be, in my humble opinion, to become a predator because he was preyed upon at a young age. So when it comes to this, we still get women predators a pass versus when it comes to men.
But I did watch that movie on Antoine Fisher, and it was about the foster mother towards the son. Because you got to remember, the foster mother used to abuse him, and the daughter of the foster mother was the one that used to be the sexual predator that took him down to the basement to teach him how to be sexual. And that's why he had, when he was older, that's why he had trouble really dealing with women and not really connecting on an emotional level with women because he was traumatized because of that. And he just ain't know how to break away from that cycle of a sickness when it comes to
And you know what? Speaking about Antoine Fisher, I always wanted to know why didn't Denzel Washington did not want him around his wife? Did he think the wife was going to fall for Antoine Fisher?
I think he did.
Okay, because he didn't want the wife to be around him. Like, what was that part of? I was confused.
Do you blame him? Do you blame him?
I remember that moment.
You know, what's his name? Derek Luke?
Yeah, Derek Luke.
Like, that's given.
Wait a minute. Okay. I was like, what? Why he never want him by his wife? Oh, that makes sense because he's younger. Okay.
No, I remember that. I remember that moment in the movie. It wasn't that. It wasn't none of that. It was more so. At that time, him and his wife had problems. Remember, he had a they had a child miscarriage and she couldn't have children. Okay. And so it was an emotional disconnect between, remember, him and the wife. And then so when him coming around the wife, he was more like her son that she couldn't have. And I guess that was Denzel Washington way to try to disconnect himself from Antoine Fisher because he knew at some point he was gonna have to let him go. The first time he started acting out, and that's why he started getting thrown in jail and stuff like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good point. Because I was always confused about that, and now I'm gonna watch the movie again because I've watched the movie a lot of times because I didn't know who my father was, so I would have dreams like, "Do my father gonna make me some pancakes?" And it's just, so that's what I always thought because he had a dream of them making some pancakes and he introduced the whole family. And unfortunately, I didn't have that dream. My daddy married a white woman, and he still don't talk to me to this day. But that movie taught me a lot of stuff, and it really, really, I think everybody should kind of like watch that movie. You didn't watch it.
And while it sucks for fathers who do stuff like that, because look at you now,
right?
You finna blow up and be something, and then
that's
come around. Then
that's what he going to come. Hey, son, this one, woo, woo, and I'm like, and having these experiences and trying to do who your father is and stuff like that. I always wanted to know, and thanks to Ancestry.com, I know who my father is, though we don't have a relationship because it surprised him because it was a one-night stand, and that's why you got to be careful having these one-night stands. But I wanted a relationship with my brothers because they biracial and they play basketball. They're in college, and I got a brother in high school. I do want a relationship with them. So my prayer is like if I could ever like, hey, I'm your brother and stuff like that, I would love to have a relationship with them because I know with the father piece, you stubborn, you probably don't,
Even with him, Wiley, it's never too late though. Even with your dad,
and it's never too late. Like it's never too late. I said, whenever you want to pick up the phone and have that, his mom and his girl, his wife is white and she's a dentist. I need a dentist. So come on, shut up. And I'm looking at white women a different kind of way now. Yeah.
Now I was gonna say, I ain't mean to cut you off. I apologize. I was gonna say, go back to that movie Antoine Fisher. Remember when he met the mother? Okay. And remember how broken the mother was. Yeah. And think about how she just gave him away when he was like younger. When when she had got pregnant by him and she gave him to like the orphanage and remember the dad got killed. His real dad. So he had to overcome a lot. He had to. And the mom rebuilt herself from the ground up.
Felt guilty. She felt guilty. And look what you threw away. And she was broken. And it was that part. And that was Viola Davis that played the mama.
And I didn't want to look at him.
And she didn't want to. And I was so like, I felt that pain. I'm like, ooh, baby, this movie is good. Like I felt that emotion. And sometimes, when you see stuff like that, you look at your own life and stuff like that. But, nevertheless, for any parents, any kids out there don't have your father, that don't stop you. You can still be great. You can still be awesome. You can still be successful. Even for parents that don't have a mother now, that's even deeper. Like if you don't know who your mother is, like I know who my mom is, and I have a relationship with her. I don't know how would I feel if I didn't have a relationship with my mom. You know what I mean? That have to feel like a void and hurtful and painful too, because Antoine Fisher, he suffered. Like that brother. He was in the military. He couldn't deal with discipline. He was a broken boy, but yeah, he was a man, but he was still a broken boy. He still haven't recovered from that trauma. So shout out to Antoine Fisher, the real Antoine Fisher. He wrote the movie, and I kind of studied him, and I was like, man, he's doing real good right now.
I mean, but Wiley, that's kind of hard though to never have love from a mom or a dad. Those are people you come in who love you first. So you never naturally had natural real love. Everybody else got to put up with you. Like, the foster parents, they ain't gonna really love you like the mom naturally loves you.
Right, that's true.
And he never got that. So it's that'd be kind of hard to go through life without having real natural love.
That's true. Oh, somebody asked me the question. Does the white stepmom know you his son, or is he out there? No, he knows. And it was her that gave him the Ancestry DNA kit. Because I asked him, I said, what made you get on DNA Ancestry? Oh, to know my history, to know my roots and stuff like that. And my wife gave me the kit to take for my birthday. So he got it, and I think he signed up on November 11th on my birthday. It was meant for me to find him. And then something just told me, let me just do Ancestry. And I did the swap, and it came up. Boop, his name, my father's last name is Williams. I'm a Wiley. I was changed my last name, but I'm gonna keep it at Wiley Show. But his last name is Williams, and I talked to him, and he does like speeches. He's a criminal justice instructor. He teaches. Look at this, troubled youth. Like he have an organization that mentor troubled youth. So I think that if he were to embrace me, it kind of like messes up that whole, that family structure, you know what I'm saying, that you have.
Well, he should tell the truth. He'd give good speeches. I had a one-night stand,
Right, and I said you add that into that because you got to be careful with the one-night stands. You scooting on and pulling and not knowing. And now that we have all this technology, you find out more information now than you ever have. Like that one-night stand, like listen. And then when we research him being, because my mom, she don't remember and he don't remember. I said, oh, it got to be a one-night stand. But then they lived in the same area. He went to Hyde Park High School. Then he went on to play professional Canadian football. He went to play that. So my father's very active. And so my mother had a type because the person I thought was my father was in the military. They still had the same type of attitude, like the same type of. I said, my mom, you had a type. I don't know what happened to your type now, because the dude you got now ain't here no nothing. But anyway, but back then you had a type. So you know what I'm saying.
Now she do what she can.
Now she do what she can. But back in the day, she had a certain type of guys that she would like, and so because the both of them seemed like both of them could look like they could be brothers. So when I looked at them, I'm like, damn, y'all both could look like y'all and my dad. But it's good that I finally got this information and I know it, and every day now I don't have to cry on my birthday. It's like, who was my daddy? I want to know. And my birthday wish was granted. And Santa granted my Christmas because I would write.
Your daddy is.
You know, I know who he is now. You know,
Did your mom have you thinking that another man was your dad?
no, she never knew. Like,
Or she told, okay.
I've always thought it was the Mr. Wiley. It's him. He did something to the DNA. And she didn't know. She forgot about the one night stand. Because you have one night stand. We don't remember one night stand.
Yeah.
My mama said, I don't remember what I did last week. You talk about going back 30-some years ago. So now it all makes sense. And stuff. And then it taught me that to be careful when I deal with women doing one night stand. Like this one woman to come there and do a one night stand. I got to be careful because I don't want to get you pregnant. I forget about it. And I got a son. You know what I'm saying? So that is, I'm even more cautious dealing with women now because I don't want to get in with a one night stand, get her pregnant, and I don't know nothing about it. And then my son is out here fatherless and crying to Santa and all that, you know.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
I gotta look you up 20 years later.
Like 20 years later, right? And it's the best. I think you're my dad. Like, excuse me, I don't know this person. Like, I don't know you. Like, of course, when you're doing one night stand, how many people know they one night? I can't even tell you. If I was a whore like I am with women, when I am like with men, I would have at least about 12 or 13, 14, 15. Because
if men can get pregnant, you'll be your baby daddy.
Oh man, I have plenty baby daddies. Oh, you know my baby. I have plenty of them. Like, cause the way I'm reckless with men, and I'm reckless. Oh, and if I duplicate that with women, I would have at least about 10 or 12, maybe 14. Cause especially in my 20s, I was.
Oh, yeah.
But women, I'm more selective with women and stuff like that. So now I'm at an age now that they can't get pregnant. And so I only had one phone call when I thought I had a woman pregnant back in my 20s, and it made me cry. I teared up. I was hurt because I wasn't prepared to be no dad in no 20, like I was 23, 24 years old when she told me that she might be pregnant. So that's why I'm kind of like, see, with dudes, you ain't got to worry about that. You could spray them like a fire hydrant.
Oh yeah. And nothing happened.
But with women, they can't. Like, this one woman that she in Chicago, she really wanted to come. Did you get the hotel room? Let's do it. And she always, and I always avoid it because she's fertile, because she already have a child. So you already fertile down there. So you ain't gonna want no condom and stuff. Like, most women that have children don't like men with condoms. They like it.
Oh yeah.
Raw. Let's be real here. Let's have a real conversation.
I think everybody like raw sex, you know.
Because it's the better. It feels better, especially if you have kids. It feels better. You ain't having kids with no condom on. Somehow that's coming off. And some people say it got a little hole in them. Most of the time, y'all going in there raw, like Tristan Thompson, like Boosie, and all these other people. So I'm like, man, I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna just spend time
Tristan
with
Thompson, he got to be the dumbest person in the world by now. You should invest in like a super condom, because like every girl you lay with, you get pregnant. You would think, you know what I'm saying? You would think by now, like, hey, I'm an NBA player. I got this money. Everybody know who I am. I'm gonna strap it up.
And he can't do it. He cannot do it.
And then look, Wiley. Chloe should have been mad too, because she was having like fertility problems. She got with him. You know, she got with him.
Really?
Yeah, you know, she was going to the doctor, getting a shot, doing all types of stuff when she was with Lamar Odom and
I see Lamar Odom on crack.
Yeah,
his seed was a little bit wide. See, little Tristan Thompson probably drink the fruit juice, grass smoothies, probably working out.
So everybody she was with she couldn't get pregnant, so it's like she get with him and she get pregnant.
They got that premium, got that good, that powerful seed.
Yeah, he got some. He better stop when the people traffic him. Have him over in Italy, get these women pregnant.
Because it's like I think Boosie, his seed is like when he said, "Man, I could just look at you and get you pregnant," or something. Because his seed is very.
They ain't stunned Boosie. Don't nobody want no project, baby. Boosie, listen, Boosie, women. If you have sex with Boosie, you're gonna have a project, baby. He ain't coming out looking no type of way. The first job he gonna get is at somebody's auto shop or a Cracker Barrel dishwasher. Your child ain't gonna be nothing automatically.
Oh man, you exactly right about it, because you know when I watched that Boosie movie, Duval, I don't know, a T-Spot, I don't know if y'all watched this movie, but that movie was so hood.
What movie?
His movie that he made for $20.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it yet. No,
I played it for my members. It was just hood.
Oh yeah, Boosie is like hood.
It was all over the place, no direction. I mean, people just getting shot. You're like, well, damn, where is this leading up to? He ends up in a hospital. Then he show up as a grown man in high school. I'm like, this movie is all over the place. But I watched it. It was entertaining because
it was so bad.
It was so bad, but entertaining at that. But yeah, he was so shocked that they show up at his red carpet, but they showed up to 50 Cent. But what you expect? 50 Cent Power or the Ghetto? They're not gonna go to your stuff.
It wasn't Power. It was BMF.
Oh, BMF, right. So you see, BMF got a whole history of the hood with the gangs and drugs and.
First of all, look who on BMF. You got Boosie, and then you got Boosie, or you got the light skinned dude from BMF and the tall other one, the brother.
Right.
Who you want to go see?
Yeah.
Exactly. He was so like this man was so mad that people Hollywood they go see that, but somebody should have told Boosie, man, it was good quality. You could hear the people. It was just no direction. Like you could have had better writers writing the script instead of you writing it because you don't know nothing about writing the script. It was all over the place.
That's what trying to be like. I was gonna say, was you trying to be like Body or
yeah,
the Hot Boys with Cash Money? You know, they had that movie.
Yeah, he had some horrible movie. He had some horrible hood movies. They was good. They still classics, and I like them. But when you watch them when you're older, they're horrible. Now when you watch them when you're older, they're horrible.
Like Friday was good. It had a great Ice Cube know how to write. The script was dope. You still gonna watch Friday and laugh. Even next Friday was dope. He wrote the script. You gotta have people that know how to write scripts and write it well. Like if we ever do a show, we're gonna need somebody that really know how to write a script to help us. I don't want to just put no bullshit and they roasting teaspoon and why look at this shit they put together. Bootleg. I mean,
they tear us apart.
They gonna rip us to shit.
Hey, Wiley, if we do anything together, we're gonna have to spend real top dollars.
Like, we gotta spend real top dollars.
Hey, I'm talking about a cast, a crew.
So the way we get up here and talk shit and just ripping us to shit.
my production, our production gonna look like. Oh no! Like we're going to get Denzel Washington to produce.
Oh, man, we're going to get Denzel. We're going to get Oprah.
As soon as if we do anything, while we do a reality show, it's gonna have to look. It's gonna have to look like Bravo, the Housewives.
It's gonna have to look like Bravo. I'm telling you, they're gonna roast us for filth.
Yes. And you know that's crazy. They're gonna be like, oh, this Wiley T. Spiller. Okay. Oh, y'all ready to see this?
Oh man, because we just talk about they shows like so much, and it just be on the covers, and you know they watch it.
Oh yeah, Reese gonna eat up. Reese gonna be the first one. They tails up. Reese.
He gonna go live. You know Reese. Oh, definitely, because he act like he's so great. He don't see nothing. He gonna be the first one to see it.
The first one watching. Oh, I didn't know you were doing that. Oh, that was you and Wiley. Like, girl, get your ass on.
No, you like everybody else watching it while you dropping people off on Ubers and Lyfts. You know you got your phone on playing these web series.
You ain't doing that right now. Karan doing the come up production right now in Atlanta. Unless you in Atlanta with him.
Right. Oh man, that's so funny.
Oh yeah, Wiley, have you been? I ain't mean to get off the set. Have you been watching that to come up?
Yeah, I'm like 3 episodes behind, but I'm gonna watch them to play because I downloaded it on my phone so I can sit and watch it because I be so freaking busy with so much stuff. But I got like 3 episodes and I'll be fully caught up on it because I gotta wait for their reunion. Did their reunion come out yet?
No, it's Friday from 12 to 4, I think.
Okay. Damn. Why yet? Oh, is this Friday?
Yeah, this Friday. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not gonna be in. I'm gonna be in Chicago. Okay.
Well, you know, he got selected audience, so he didn't let everybody come.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna let me go, so I ain't even trying to even.
Because I would have talked about. See, I don't want to go see it early because I'm gonna go live and talk about it. I can't wait.
Yeah, when you get caught up, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Okay, yeah, we could definitely have to talk about it next week. Oh, most definitely, because that's what I said. Okay, let me go ahead and watch Rookies and stuff like that because it's hard for me to catch up on these shows. Once it's gone for me, I just binge watch a lot of shows. Like I just got to finish watching Snowfall, and when I tell you, I didn't know.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, I finished. I didn't know the dad was gonna be a snitch. The dad snitch.
Do you think that man killed the dad? Do you think the man killed the dad at the end? Or he let him go.
I think I think he let him go. I really do believe he let him go. I don't think he killed him. But the way how Franklin got that bookstore and sold it, I'm like, why would you do that to these people? Sold a bookstore, like, oh, we're gonna sell it. We'll get you up the street.
Look, what got me at the end when Franklin dropped that cane at the end and started walking.
Right.
I was like, he was faking the whole time.
I'm like, why he got the cane? Man, this do not fit his character because he's so young to be having that.
Yeah, Wiley with
that was funny, but he got shot up though.
But the best season Wiley was the season before that when the police dad was going crazy.
Oh yeah,
that was a good season.
He got shot up. Oh, the daughter shot him up.
And especially with the daughter.
She want to call us a change her life.
And then, especially with the daughter was on crack. That really got me when she was selling the stuff. It really, really got me when she was on, because she's so beautiful. I hate to see like beautiful people get on drugs and they just lose their beauty. They end up ragging out. Just like the other girl, she wasn't ugly. The one that got on drugs, the dark skin one.
Oh yeah, dark skin one. Yeah.
She started falling out. I'm like, man.
I was like, yeah.
Sure.
Why? That's if you're in there cooking it. Before long, you're gonna be eating it.
Yeah, because she was so shocked at her tooth falling. Yeah, it eats up your mouth.
Yeah, eats your mouth up. Yeah. But like, you can't be around a crack house. They say you can't be around a crack salon before you start doing it.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
she was cooking it, and she was in that house. So yeah.
And then she finally got hooked, and then the other girl started doing it, and she got hooked. It was cute, and then she started selling stuff, climbing out the window. I'm like, what? And then she was in it. They had to find her, and when you got to go pick somebody up in the crack house, man, that's when you know. That's when you know, man. It's the end. It's either you gonna get clean or you're gonna be dead or in jail. Them like my friend, he's in jail like right now. He get in and out. He was never in jail, never was incarcerated. But once he got on that crystal meth, it messed up his mind. He got addicted to it. Now he's in and out of jail. He's in jail right now. So I say it's only one place you can go. Either you're gonna get clean or that's gonna be the end of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is the dark skinned girl in Snowfall, did she get killed or she went to rehab? I forgot.
No, she went to rehab. She got clean. Yeah.
No, actually, she was in the hospital. Remember something happened to her.
Yeah,
in the hospital
got shot.
Yeah,
she got shot.
She got shot.
She was saving her man because he was going to get some food. Just like people in the hood, you're going to get hungry. I don't understand when people, if I'm ever in a gang, I'm going to make sure I'm going to have like Secret Service crew. You know what I'm saying? Like stop shooters. I'm just not gonna be out there getting hungry, going at it because you know you're gonna get hit. Like I just never understand people in the hood like that.
Man, I have somebody go get my food for me.
I won't even go. For me personally, I won't even go out that late because you know it's a 9 out of chance you're gonna get caught up with them.
Yeah, you see like Franklin,
right? Because even like, go ahead. I'm just saying.
No, I was gonna say you're a target.
You should know that. I don't understand that.
No, Franklin saying when you that big of the. No, I was gonna say when you that big in the food chain, you're a target, and you know what I'm saying. That's why you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you need to have people to do it for you.
And Franklin was like, what happened? Oh man, I can't get hungry. Man, what is that dude? And when he shot the kid in the car, I was like, no.
Oh yeah, he was going crazy.
They should have just let go of him like right. I wouldn't even hold on to him like that. I was like, and then when they got the big fella, when they set up big fella.
Oh yes. When they set him up.
She set him up good.
Big guy.
This woman, she wanted, because I think that was her son, no, that was her
child.
That was her daughter.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
so
got killed, yeah.
She got that big dude.
Why it was so strange seeing her act like that because you watched All American.
Yeah.
She on All American, so it was like, wow, that's her acting like that.
I didn't even know it was that. It took me a while. I'm like, because she's totally a different character to put it on like that. Now I don't even want to see her All American. Now I'm like, what are you doing?
Crazy like that, and now you out here being a goody two shoe tennis star.
But that's what happens when you don't want to be typecast because think about remember Frazier Love when he was on Parenthood, he was Wendell, like the happy-go-lucky uncle. but then he's
Yeah.
gangster on all these movies like Friday and what's the Getting Out and stuff like
then
that.
yeah, you're right. Because even I think like they were talking about the guy because Carlton is married to a white woman and he got dragged because he posted his family. And you already know he's gonna get dragged in the comments. But he really didn't get a lot of roles after Carlton Banks, after him playing in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like he didn't get a lot. I didn't see him. I didn't see him in a lot of movies.
See him in me either, because this all we can see him doing.
Right. Just like the Steve Urkel guy. I didn't see him in a lot of movies. The one that played like Steve Urkel and stuff like that.
No,
he got typecast.
He's doing a lot now, like more now.
Yeah, because like for a while, like when people were coming up, I didn't really see him in a lot. You know, y'all know Bullethead off the Steve Harvey show. He just did an interview with
Comedy Hype, right?
Yeah, on Comedy Hype, and he cried. Like, did you see him? That man breaking down, like, because his career just went down the drain, and he didn't listen to a lot of people, but he really told the truth about the black dude that died, the Romeo when I played the
Melvin Santana. Yeah, Melvin Santana.
He said, man, he was a rough dude. I thought he was about the he did not get no politically correct. He just gave you the real answer.
Yeah, because that
what
dude
what he said about him.
He said he was a rough dude. He grew up rough. Like he was with the wrong crowd and gangs. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he went down.
Yeah, he got killed talking to a girl at a party.
Yeah.
I know. You could tell. I mean,
You could like 25 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was young. And you could just imagine what his career would have went because he would have done a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know he was hood like that. He started bleaching his skin.
Yeah, like
I'm telling you, like I said, he'll talk to a girl at a party, and that's how he got killed. Well, he'll talk to the girl in the car, and they went to the party together. I guess the dude was affiliated with the girl. I guess they had some type of relationship, and that's how he got killed.
Yeah, and that and man, see, that was before social media. See, back in the day, we were known all on Instagram. That was like before all that. You have to get it from the news, stuff like now. Oh, we would have known him like, oh, he's ended up on the wrong path. He's on social media and stuff like that. Even these rappers now, you think they doing good, they just have like flags, like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, is y'all really good people or innocent victims, or are y'all just a victim of what y'all doing in this world? A product of your environment. Because I'm like, man, we losing rappers like crazy, and they're dying.
And then the thing I don't like about stuff like that, like the people who on those shows, they don't have nothing to show for it later on. It's like they do them shows and then they get money then. And when those shows are done, they don't get any. They're like broke.
They broke. I was just watching What's Happening. I like the behind the scenes or the behind the story of What's Happening, and them cats was broke. All of them mostly broke, and that's why one of the cast members, the one that played, I forgot, he lost one of his eye. He's blind in one eye. Because he done a lot of coke and a lot of drugs. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And you're right. These people, they be doing these shows, they be ending up broke because they don't invest their money. They don't save their money up or put it in properties. And that's why I'm looking right now. I'm like, man, when I make it, I want to make sure I put some good investments in places. I don't want to end up like the rest of these cats ended up broke, poor, homeless, on the street.
Exactly.
You know,
why, especially the men though, because like when men do like entertainment like that, it's nothing to fall back on. Like the women, they can be on Housewives or Love and Hip Hop.
Right, that's true.
Men don't have another fallback. Like when a man is 40 years old, it's like he's done. A woman can get a whole new career at 40 from like Housewives and
absolutely
get a whole new fan base.
Because the other guy, I don't know the name. Remember the one that was working at the grocery store? And they took the picture, and now he's working on Power. Mm-hmm. He got a rebirth because people felt sorry for him, but. How in the world, like he was on a Cosby show, he was working at the grocery. Ain't nothing wrong working at the grocery because he have an honest living, but he was working at the grocery store. Now
that would be kind of weird though to go. You watching Melvin from the Cosby show, and you in the grocery store, he bagging your groceries.
He was working at Kroger's, right? Or Trader Jack's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Trader
Joe's.
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny because why it ain't funny because he's making an honest living. But
he's making an honest living. But somebody messy. I would have took that picture, but it was his blessing though, because what it did was show Hollywood. Let's get this man an opportunity, and he's an amazing lawyer on Power. And like he's great.
Doing a good job.
He's doing a great job.
Remember that? Remember Tyler Perry's gonna put him in something too.
Oh, he's in hot.
He was on something with Tyler Perry.
Yeah, he's
He did
have
something.
nots. I think he's doing something with them. He did something with them too. And so, man, he's gonna do other stuff. Thank God they did that to make fun of him. And look where he's at now. I'm glad that he.
But why? That's what I tell people. When you do stuff to make fun of people and be funny, they always blow up in your face.
It can blow up, yeah, because that's what they did. Because they didn't want nobody business, man, bagging up some groceries. If you want to bag up that, it's literally an honest living where people think like all the shows and stuff like that. But everybody, and then too, just because you own Cosby don't mean you making the type of money that Bill Cosby was making.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But why I would have never took a picture. I would have been like, oh, right there, Melvin from whatever his name is from the Cosby.
Yeah, I would have said that, and I would have moved on. I would have took a picture.
Moved on.
I want to did that.
But I also want to touch on what y'all were saying between men and women when it comes to success. You gotta think about what the men, what a woman could have, what a woman could fall back on is like when she get to her 40s and she run out of money, she can always date a rich man. She can always marry a rich man. And when a man himself, it's hard to just date a rich woman because she got so many options. You know what I'm saying? He might not be the first option, second option, or even the fifth option. And so it's a difference.
Oh, yeah, it is a big difference. You're right.
But the big picture is, it's like, especially with black people, the reason why we go broke so fast is because we've been so poor for so long. Once we get a little bit of money, it's like we want to relive our childhood and get stuff that we didn't have previously. And
That's
to make us feel good about ourselves. Because like I said, when you've been poor and you don't have nothing, you got to get the hand-me-downs, you got to get what's left over. You got to get, you know what I'm saying, the bare minimum when it comes to clothing and stuff. And you feel like you're not feeling good about yourself from a financial standpoint. And then once you get successful, and now you can buy the top-notch clothes like the drug dealers and everybody else, now you're trying to relive your fantasy that you had when you ain't have no money. And that's how you become broke so fast.
And then Duval, a lot of black people sometimes when they make it, you gotta take care of your family. You know, like it ain't just you. You can't make it and then grandma, auntie, and all them. You gotta do for everybody.
You feel like you gotta bring everybody up, and most of us lack education about money. Most of the average black person do not know about stocks and bonds, investments, properties. They don't know IRAs, and they don't know any of that stuff. You ask the average person about those
money management and everything else.
You don't know stuff about that. So if you get $300 million for Pookie in the hood, what do you think you're gonna do with that? $300 million, poof. Just like the lottery. Most people that win the lottery, they go broke within a year.
Yeah. I'm about to say, just touch on what you say, you got to bring everybody up once you get famous. The reason that's the mindset because black people are so used to not having the opportunities. Like I said, you got to think about it, it's what, 13% of us in the United States of America. And it's probably 1% of us that becomes successful. And so when that 1% of us that comes successful, we feel like we owe it to everybody in the hood and everybody in our family to try to make them successful too. So we could, throw money back in the hood. But we're not thinking that, you know what I'm saying, we're doing all this for the hood and the hood don't have a plan to, you know what I'm saying, to not only recruit that money, but to flip that money and make more money for everybody else.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That is exactly right. You got to make sure you have a good, I agree with you on that. And it's all about having that foundation about money management and stuff like that. That's what I was watching. I don't know if y'all seen it with King Roman. The whole thing was Venus and Serena. I didn't know that Venus was offered a deal of $1 million, and her father said no, and she held out, and it ended up being like $10 or $12 million deal that she got. But that she had a good foundation of a father that had a vision that wasn't thirsty for a coin like that. So you got to have that. That comes with good parenting and stuff like that. Absolutely. I really believe, too, in high school and college, they should teach money management in kindergarten. They should teach stocks and bonds in first and second grade. But I think they don't want to do that because it'll bridge the gap of more average people getting to know how to.
Yeah, they don't want us to have money. Like somebody in the comments said, the NBA players. I saw it's a Netflix show called Ballers, and it show you like how people with money spend their money. Like they go buy like certain things, and it was this basketball player for the Lakers. He was a rookie. Wiley, this man was living in an apartment, a tiny apartment. He in the NBA now, rookie season, had no furniture in his apartment, but he went and bought a $400K Porsche. He called his mom, was like, "I'm making a purchase." She was like, "What?" He said, "I'm buying a Porsche. It's $300K," and she hung the phone up on him.
Wow.
Like,
What? You got
your
fun-
contract, like you don't even know if you're gonna get a contract next season, and you spending $300K on a Porsche.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
But
telling
that's what I'm
like
saying. You
people like
reliving your.
no, go ahead.
No, I
Devon.
just say you reliving your high school. No, I was gonna say you reliving your fantasy. And so when you reliving
Mhm.
your fantasy, you make purchases like that instead of say making sound financial investments. And that's what it comes down to.
You're right. That's good. I love Shaq because Shaq made some great investments in his career. That
Yeah, he
man,
did.
from the point for him to be so, he's much richer now than he was when he was in NBA because he made an amazing investment. So everybody that made it didn't fall. It's some great ones that we could look at and say, okay, that's Michael Jordan, another great person that made good investments. Look where he's at today. And I think LeBron James, another person. I think he gonna wind up. I'm gonna just say he gonna wind up owning a team one day. That's just.
Oh yeah,
That's,
LeBron
Yeah.
James definitely. He going. I can see him
that's what
coaching. Yeah,
he's
I can
gonna
see
be
LeBron
awesome.
James coaching what he done and owning. Like I see him buying the Cleveland Cavaliers because that's where he's from. So I can just
Yeah,
see him
I could see him.
buying them.
I could actually see him doing that because he have a good head. And so it's some good guys out here that's not wasting their money and blowing.
But LeBron James, the difference, they have people around them who care about them. LeBron James got friends that he grew up with in family, like who he brought on with him. His
And
best friend is his agent.
yeah, and then he trained them. They went to school and got the education to be
Yeah.
and that's amazing. Like because most people bring their people on, they just give them money, but he actually upgraded his inner circle to be better people, and now they can get their own clients and do
Yeah,
that.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Rich Paul is his close friend. He became a high powerhouse. Randy Mills is another close friend of his. Is like his business
Mhm.
manager. And so you, like I said, at the end of the day, you just
He
what he
upgraded
did
his.
was he not only upgraded soccer, but he just put them in position to succeed and for learn the business. And so that way
Yeah,
he keep the money within the business.
and
Because
that's them the kind of people I want. Put me in a
Yeah, me too. I want somebody to put me in a position to win and do good. You ain't gotta like give me nothing. Put me in a position
put
where I
me
can get
in
it.
the
Yeah.
position.
Like put me in a room with people and let me do my thing and I can get it myself. I don't need Wiley to be like, oh yeah, Tasha K, this tea spiller, get him this.
Right.
Like,
Like put you in a room so you could definitely learn from
yeah, learn. I don't want to just get something just to get it.
yeah, absolutely. You're right. Man, this was a great conversation that y'all had. Make sure y'all go check out Rookies. It's a new show on let me make sure I get the YouTube channel because I posted the link, but I'm gonna make sure I get it because I had it in my phone. Let me make sure I go back to my phone. It's on the number 86 TV. Okay. And make sure y'all go watch it and check it out. It almost got 1,000 views. So make sure y'all go check it out. It is definitely amazing. And I'm gonna say thank you, T Spiller, for coming on and talking about it. This was great. We definitely got to do this again. Anything else that you want to say, Duval, that you good? I seen that Tasha K is gonna be interviewing Nene Leakes. I don't know, Nene Leakes guy side chick or somebody said. I didn't catch it. Did you
Side
catch
piece.
side piece or something like
Yeah.
that? Because she went live and I didn't catch it. So Duval, she's almost at her million.
Yeah.
This is not a surprise to anybody. I think we're gonna see her come up, if that makes sense.
I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
know like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not just pro Tasha K. I'm pro facts, and when it comes to her, I just throw the facts out there and just let it fall where it may. But it's not like I follow everything that she do. I just say I just like to put everything into perspective when it comes to her journey and how people try to spin things about her. But I want to throw a topic out there for you for your next show, Wiley. You might
Okay.
want to look into the Fresh and Fit situation with Asian Dog
Yeah.
and
Oh yes. Asia doll, yes.
I think
Everybody-
that's
yeah.
a hot topic because why they not only just her walking off the show, but now old videos are there resurfacing about them not liking black women. And I know that could be a topic that's close to home for you with with a Mount Wicked
Oh
situation
yeah.
previously. So I think that'd be a good next topic that you want to
Oh, you right
dive
about that.
into and
You
do
right
your
about
research on it.
Absolutely, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's a good one.
That is a good topic. And Fresh and Fit, there is a hot mess, but you know, controversy sells. Despite what they want to say, black women.
But boy, let me say something about that, Wiley. So why can a group of women can get around and they can bash a man all day and drag him for filth? It ain't nothing said, but you get a group of men around and we tell our truth about a woman or say something about her, and we just don't like women.
I think that's a pro. I think because it's women outnumber us anyway, especially in media, and they can really dominate the conversation because they're the most people that watch these shows in first. But when a man say, "Hey, I don't want a dark skinned woman," that's his preference. If he don't want a dark skinned woman, he don't like the dark chocolate woman. It's some men that don't like dark skinned women, and I'm not gonna say he don't like women. He just don't prefer like dark skin. Everybody have a preference, whether they each minute or not. Everybody have you have some that say they don't want to date white women. But does that make me less black man if I bring me Becky with the good hair? You know what I'm saying? If I marry a Becky. At one point, I didn't see my at one point I said, oh, I don't think I want to be with a white woman. But as I look at it, some sexy ass white women out here. So I not should give them a chance because my people might think I sold it. It's some beautiful white women out here. Some thick ones too. Every white woman out there is bony. It's some thick ones out here, even though
I'm just saying, like, if it was a group of women doing all that, and the man would have got up and walked off, they would have been laughing at him. Oh, he weak. Yeah, he can't take it. Oh, he left the show. Oh, they would have clowned him. Why he couldn't sit in and then take it? But then when it's done to a woman, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe y'all did that to her. Y'all said that. Y'all are men doing this. It's like it's a double standard when it comes to stuff like that. It's like men have, can be sensitive about stuff too. And it's like we can't get mad about nothing and get upset about something, but don't do nothing to nobody else because it's hell gonna break loose.
Well, you gotta think about this when it comes to the man, say the stereotype is real. That's why mental health is a real issue out here. And what I mean by that is a woman look at a man weak if he's showing emotion. And so long period of time, especially black men, throughout our history, because we had to be strong during the civil rights movement. We had to be strong during the Jim Crow era and everything else. We could show weakness. And so now we at a point where it's acceptable for us to show weakness, for us to show emotion, when back then that wasn't the case. So that's why, the standards are different. But sometimes women still have that mindset of if a man shows any type of weakness, instead of him being an alpha, he a beta, and he's no good to her.
That's true.
Yeah, and I'm not saying what they did to Asian Doll is right. I'm saying, like, in general, like, if that was a guy, it wouldn't have been nothing said. It would have been no big deal.
They would have laughed at
it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If it was a man, it would have been like, oh, all right.
Yeah, and that's not act like I don't understand when they say colorism. I understand there's always an ism with something, but I call it people have a preference of what they want. You know what I'm saying? He might feel this way today and say, "Hey, I don't want no dark chocolate," and then tomorrow you might run into one that you fall in love with. We all have a standard of what we say. Like, there's some people out here that speak against interracial, and then they find up getting a white woman or a white man. You change, I think, as you grow. And then some of these people just be saying stuff just for clicks and views because they already know what will make my podcast go viral. Because we weren't really talking about Fresh and Fit until he said to the women, hush, or Asia Doll took her for it. It's good for clicks and views too. And a lot of these celebrities fall for it, and that help make their podcast go to the next level. Because even Joe Budden even responded to the podcast, and we ain't gonna talk about how this stuff he did on his podcast, but he got mad. Oh, I love black women. But when it was one black woman that said you made her feel uncomfortable, you was putting all these unwanted advances. I mean, we could really go in on this topic when it comes to these podcasts. Something I'm here for it. But again, if roles were reversed, if that was a man, they would have called him so many F words and P words and B words all the way. Oh, he's so weak. They're gonna make jokes about him and everything.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why would y'all go on a podcast anyway if a man say he don't want a dark skin, you don't want to date a dark? So why are you so quick to go over there to that podcast?
But I understand the sensitivity of women when it comes to colorism, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they look at colorism as a classism, if that makes sense. When it comes to black men that say they have a preference, they don't want to date dark skinned black women, they look at that dark skinned black women as poor women. women that's, poor, women that they grew up with, women that they feel like they got settled for. And so once they get famous and they see these what you call exoticals, the light skinned women, the European women, Asian women, Puerto Rican, whatever not, that's women that they never had access to in their neighborhood because, like I said, their neighborhood are filled with poor, dark skinned women. And so that's why I understand the sensitivity of women when they say these men have these preferences against dark skinned women because, like I said, you came from a dark skinned woman, most likely, and then you associate dark skinned women with classism, and that you associate dark skinned women with poor, and like exotic women with rich and successful. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not shocked about it all. You can go back history and about the Jim Crow era. You can go back to the Willie Lynch syndrome. Separate the dark from put the darker slaves on the plant on the field and put the lighter ones in the house. So we got to understand that. But and some of these guys saying it because it drives conversation. You know what I'm saying? It drives people to tune into your podcast because now people, what are they gonna do? Oh, what else they saying on Fresh and Fit podcast? Oh, what else they're gonna say? Just like Kevin Samuels, this whole high value man, he's so popular with women because he's challenging, because he's speaking against something that maybe it'd be new to some women, or maybe women be like, oh man, he's a high value man. I want to get a high value man, so let's go and see what he's talking about over there. Yeah. But most of these platforms that we talk about is women supporting them. So if you are offended by the Fresh and Fit, why go and tune into his podcast? If you watching that man podcast, if he say he don't like dark skinned people, why are you over there watching them? Go watch.
They want to be offended and they want to have something to get mad about and talk about. Like if I don't like something, I'm not gonna go watch something that I know that I don't like to complain about it.
But this what they need to be careful with, and this is what Tasha K, speaking of her, what she had to deal with for a while until she had to reinvent herself was, you get to a point where if you start insulting the people that you're interviewing, celebrities is not going to want to come on your platform, which will help grow your platform because they bring the fan base with them. And so when you insult an Asian doll and she have a fan base with her, what makes somebody like a Megan Stallion or a Cardi B want to go on that same platform? And I remember when Tasha K used to insult, her celebrity guests, people ain't want to go on there for a long period of time until recently because she had to reinvent herself. And so when it comes to that, they got to be careful about insulting the wrong people because at the end of the day, you need to treat your audience when it comes, not your audience, we need to treat your guests that comes on your show, especially your celebrity guests, with a certain type of respect and grace because at the end of the day, it brings more celebrity guests to your platform, which grows your platform.
Facts, because she even Tasha K called them sharecropper bloggers. She got that over there from the Wiley Show because we have always said that. But and you're right, because if you insult them, they're not gonna come on. And that's why she changed it up because like she could have, the old Tasha would have dragged this woman, would have cussed her out, would have told her get off the line, but she handled that interview with so much grace. And it was still entertaining, that's going to make more side chicks come to the show. So don't be shocked if you see like a side chick segment or series over there on Unwind with Tasha K, because she did not judge the side chick. She called them the what did she call her? The mistress. And that's like the wifey term for a side chick.
That's a great side chick if you're a mistress. That's like a step up.
Mistress,
Yeah, that's like he got you in the house too. Not as good as the White House, but he got you up too.
Right, you're the mistress. So so that's gonna be really great for her platform, and she found her voice. She found her footing when it comes to this, and so we're gonna see how it's gonna play. And many people, including myself, is gonna watch and do commentary on what she's doing. Yes, absolutely.
But the thing is, Charlamagne the God made a living off insulting people, and people went to the Breakfast Club all the time because that was a mega platform, and you're right about it. Even he changed too, but he was smelling people's chairs, and he was saying the derogatory stuff to women. Let me suck a fart out your butt, all types of stuff to them.
But you got to understand, when he was doing that at that time, the Breakfast Club was like the new 106 & Park for radio. And so what made Charlamagne become corporate was that Jessica Reed stuff. And him almost getting fired at the radio station because of it. And so he had to reinvent himself from a character standpoint for people to accept him to these new lanes. Because I think with Charlamagne, I think he want to be bigger than radio. I think he want to one day go not just go on TV, but he want to go like he want to get like a daytime talk show and stuff like that. He want to be the next Steve Harvey. Because you got to remember his mentor was Wendy Williams, and she had the same path to success. And so I'm pretty sure when that Jessica Reed stuff came out, I'm pretty sure he had to hire what you call a crisis manager. And they probably told him how he needed to reinvent himself and make himself more wholesome so he could, like I said, get that Wendy Williams path where he could get his own show and start making that real money.
Because he started writing books. He started talking about mental health, speaking of therapists. Like, he really started to change because that Jessica Reed stuff was coming up. And now when you bring her name up, it's not much of a hit because he listens to these crisis managers and to these people, and you hear her name less and less and less. And also, she's a dark-skinned Black woman. So that plays a part where her story could be as strong. And then her mama didn't file no charges. You know, that didn't make it right. But I think if she was a high yellow, attractive woman, or even a white woman, we would have had a different conversation about this whole thing. But Jessica Reed is a dark-skinned woman, and they hardly ever believe in the police and justice system. You talking about trying to bring out a powerful Black man? We took Charlamagne to God. Unless more victims come up, then that's when you'll give Jessica Reed with flowers and be all that. But until then, he probably paid off all the women he probably screwed over.
Oh yeah, more likely, yeah. That's why you got to be careful. That's why you got to be careful what you do, because you never know if you're gonna make it. You can't go around doing all crazy stuff, and then
you never know exactly. You never know when you're gonna be making it, and you're exactly right. So you got to be very cautious on the things that you do when you're not famous. You need to, and if you are doing crazy, you need to lay that to the side, because you never know. Next year you might be an international star, and then the next day they be ready to cancel your ass for something that you did 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
But a night you think you might be in Atlanta on a night out, and 3 years later it's coming back. Somebody say you did.
Now you got you on tape, everything else. Go ahead,
but you gotta think about it. They only treat that to the Black community. I mean, think about how many years it took for them to finally lock up R. Kelly with the sex code thing. But imagine how they treated what they call Kevin Spacey, how they quickly canceled him. The moment that they found out his transgressions, they quickly got him off, saying the screen. But when it came to R. Kelly, it took years before people. It took Lifetime doing they surviving R. Kelly, which Tasha had a lot of that stuff first. But it took Lifetime doing the surviving R. Kelly for them to finally take these allegations seriously. But when it came to Kevin Spacey, they jumped on those, allegations immediately. You see the difference?
Yeah,
I agree. Because he was on that show. That was my good show. Because he was the president. He played in what was the name of that show? It was good.
Yeah,
they took him off there. I ain't like that.
And he did a movie, and they reshot his scenes with somebody different. They took him they reshot the movie.
I'm surprised they throw away movies like Time to Kill.
Oh yeah. I watched him in Time. He was amazing in Time to Kill. Don't you Chavo cut out? Yeah. So someone said, "Wiley,
him and Matthew McConaughey."
Yes, you're right. Somebody said, "Wiley, can you go one day not mentioning Tasha's name? It's starting to get old." No, like, she's relevant. You talk about people that is relevant. And she's more relevant now than she ever been. And the viewers, like yourself, we got 8,000 views on the last video. That's quadruple what we regularly does on a regular day. Y'all are into it, y'all are watching. So we talking about people that y'all watch. And Tasha is, and as long as she interviewing side chicks and side pieces and mistress and all that, we're gonna cover what she said and stuff like that. And so, and also too, we're gonna actually bring I can't wait to see you and T-Spool in person. I seen that you was showing yourself all to the people in Atlanta. You just don't show yourself on camera, but that's gonna change.
Who said that?
I saw you in Atlanta. You was in Atlanta.
Yeah, I thought somebody commented. I was like,
oh, no. I saw that in Atlanta. You was out and about and some of that. And eventually, when you feel comfortable enough, when you're going to be on camera eventually, it's just definitely, it's definitely going to happen. and everything like that. But I saw you all and about. I say T Spiller is out and about in the scene, which is great, and that's
Well, like the people in Atlanta, you know, who do stuff like they know me. You know, they didn't met me and see me, so they don't really press the camera thing no more because they met me and saw me, so they don't really. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, they know me, so they don't really press the fact about like, hey, I want to see how you look now because you know they didn't met me all. So
that's good. That's good.
But I do want to get comfortable and get on camera and be like, yeah, what's up? This me, and keep going.
It's definitely going to happen. Yeah, because I'm just asking you. The reason why I talk about Tasha is because she's relevant, and my views went up because we covering her. And the higher she go up, of course, I'm gonna insert myself and talk about her and blah 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 this and da 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 da. I'm not gonna stop. She's in a lawsuit with Cardi, and she's in. This is one of the. We're looking at Tasha K come up, the reinvention of Tasha. So we're seeing it, and we're actually seeing it right before our very eyes of what she's doing. So of course I'm gonna cover it, and also we cover shows like Rookies. Make sure you go check that out. And we cover Nicki Minaj. Go check her out and her husband on the list. You know, she's getting sued by Jennifer. you know. So
Nicki Minaj karma is that man. When she let go of that man. You know, she gonna get everything. That man.
She married out of all men she could have married. Why would you choose him with all that baggage? I'm just saying.
I'm
gonna get your answer.
World you could get
all that baggage.
I'm gonna get your answer. I'm gonna get your answer. Y'all missed the forest without the trees. The reason why she chose him out of all the men in the world that you talked about. Remember, she had just came off the Meat Mill situation where Meat Mill, quote unquote, abused her. Remember around that time it was the hate train towards Nicki. I want to say 2017 and 2018. And so when she chose him, he represent protection. He represent comfort. He's somebody that, in Nicki's eyes, would take those bullets. And so because of that, she'll rather be with somebody like him. She know that will lay his life down for her than, say to date somebody like a Jesse One driver, somebody like that say that she considers like a square. And so that's the reason why she chose Katy Perry. It was more so that she was abused by Meat Mill. Men would start to say negative stuff about her. Then the hate train was against Nicki Minaj, and she just needed protection, and he represents protection.
So you got all that going on. And you're going to get with rapists.
That's what I'm saying. It's so many other guys that could have protected her that's not on the list, that's not got this woman with her head cocked to the side telling the story. Oh, he did this and yes, it's black. And
but
I could have protected her. I could have protected it. Ain't a poo-poo. Let her come off one time. And she would have all this unnecessary drama.
First of all, you can't protect nobody with an ass that big. So
y'all looking at it. See, when it comes to Katy Perry, y'all looking at the rapist part. This man is also a gang member and he's a murderer. That's the part y'all missing.
Right. But that's so making it good.
I would rather I would rather him be a gang member and a murderer than a rapist.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you got
a rapist.
But you got. Well, so you got to think about it from this standpoint. This was in the height of Cardi B reign. Cardi B was in a gang, and she had her gang affiliations with her, and so she wanted the same thing. And so at the end of the day, it's just like, again, that man represents protection for her. She represents comfort, and she's somebody. And you gotta think about this. Everybody ain't gonna lay their life down for Nicki. This man knew Nicki from childhood, and so she feel like, at the end of the day, because I'm the celebrity, I got the money. He need me more than I need him, so he'll lay his life down for me because at the end of the day, I provide something for him that he can't never provide for me.
Yeah, and for me, if you believe that and have that, that's fine. But she should have listened to her teen crisis managers. Like, is this a good look? Because that kind of like pulled Nicki back a little bit.
Yeah, like it's
like a dark cloud over her life that she's dragging to lawsuit with this woman. And she got on the phone with this woman. It's like you wouldn't have none of that if you never would have married this man. Or never.
It's low key like Beyonce marrying a child molester.
Yes,
Like,
that would drag Beyonce down. That will bring her down a little bit.
But
And
it did,
nobody, yeah, even off not Offset not in no game. That man mama was a nurse.
yeah, he's the
Offset,
Offset used to tap dance in the Apollo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Offset
but
not a
you
game member. So
but the difference between but you gotta understand the difference between a Beyonce and a Nicki Minaj. Beyonce had a dad that was in her life from day one that raised her how to navigate in the music industry from the time that she was, say was able to be in music until she became the star. Nicki Minaj, her dad was in her life too to a certain degree, but she had a traumatizing childhood and teenagehood, and so that brokenness still lies with her, say throughout her journey, throughout her life. I think that's the difference.
can I ask you this too? And I feel you on that. And Nikki, she just got to deal with this drama because that's something that she married into. And then her brother got in jail because of what he's in prison because of that. It's
And
like
so,
I'm looking at Nikki look giving her the side eye. Like, are you attracted with people that
Practice of
have
that.
this type of behavior? Are you
Yeah.
intrigued? Did that intrigue you? Because she keeps saying it didn't happen. But this chick, Jennifer, went on The View with a head cocked to the side. Oh, I just get it to the cock. I mean, she had that head cocked to the side, like, oh my god, this is so
Like
embarrassing.
if she said visions of Kenny Petty, like she was scared. Like, do you still see him? Like,
Right, because she was so scared. I was like, and then she be going on these YouTube channels and be doing live video. Her head ain't cocked. This is why I know she was full of shit. She be on people's stream yards just talking. She be on people's lives on Clubhouse talking her mess. But then she on TV can't hardly talk. I'm like, what the hell? This some shit. I like that's Nikki's fault. Like out of everything, that's something that she could have did. It's so many dudes that she could. I would have had her better on her being with Soldier Boy, but I just. It's just so many that she could have had.
Then Wiley, why go back and offer her 20 stacks to not talk about it? That's the stupidest thing in the world.
She tried her best to clean up her man image, but it's hard to clean that man image up when he didn't register. That made people talk about it more. Well, he thought that I got Nikki Poom Poom. I'm above the law. I'm not going to register. You know, if you don't register, that's
pillow
going to be
talking.
you attached to Nikki. You understand what I'm saying? You are attached to this woman, so anything you do affects Nikki. And yeah, that pillow, you're right about that. And look where she's at right now. That pillow talk. And then you got to be careful who you let come in you or who you let. And yeah, you got to be careful. And she just fell in love with a thug. And she ain't by herself. There's plenty of women out here that date men that's on the SO, got 15 felonies. You know, dude, that kind of make me feel good. You got 15 felonies on the American Most Wanted list. I'm attracted. You got to
give a perfect example.
Drugs all on the table. You with your thug. I remember one time. This is a long time ago. We was in my house, and I was staying with my roommate, and the weed man came over, and somebody was bringing on the door. Boom, boom. This man pulled out his gun. He was so attractive with his pants hanging out, and I just got on hard. I could have lost my life or something, but. I was so turned on. I'm like, yes, this is danger. I love this. I mean, I still want to find this weed to this day. I think he's locked up right now. He was everything. And I felt that rush. I was like, I see why women like these thugs. Like, it's something that goes with it. But go ahead, Duval. Did you want to say something?
Nah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what I was talking about when it comes to Kidder Petty. Remember the Joe Budden interview that Nicki Minaj did in 2019, I believe. And remember how she was cussing out Joe Budden because Joe Budden had accused her of being on cocaine, and remember she felt like Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy and all these other people was on that hate train. And remember she said this one line that I will never forget. She said, well, y'all can talk all that shit now, but now you gotta address my nigga. And I don't think she would have ever said that before 2019.
No,
but she said that at that moment because she knew who he was.
Right. But again, let's be clear. If your man is about that life, he ain't about to go out here and pop nobody because who you think they're going to sue? They're gonna sue Nicki. He's a liability risk. Like, if he go out and pop me in my pinky toe or injure me, who you think I'm going after? I'm gonna go after his wife. And that's just gonna be more, that's just gonna be more and more trauma that she have to go through. Even in court, she said, well, this is my husband. This is what he have to deal with. This ain't on me. But sister girl, you got on the phone with this woman. What are you doing on the phone with her?
Wrong with this woman. Yeah, that's the stupidest thing in the world.
You never got on the phone with her because at one point we thought that she was lying about that. Oh, she lying. Nicki, what Nicki need to be on the phone with her? She a multimillionaire. And then you on the phone. Why are you on the phone with her? She could spin that as you want because you fell into that. You on the phone with her. That's just like Charlamagne the God wife on the phone with Jennifer.
Yeah.
And then she sued Charlotte. Who do you think she's gonna go out there? Like,
and Wiley, you have raped, like, you raped this woman and you offer her 20 stacks.
Just $20,000. You took my poom poom, rented up my booty hole, and you giving me 20 stacks.
You got my head, you got me with my head tilted to the side on the View, and you giving me 20K. The View probably got her that to come on there.
Right.
Interview.
They had to give her something. Because I'm telling you, it was so weird seeing her doing that interview with them sisters. They looked like they didn't even want to interview her. Them was them producers that presented that because you could tell like they didn't want to step on Nicki Minaj's toes because it felt weird. The energy just was weird when that interview happened.
Because it's like Nicki Minaj is big star and people still want to work with her, but
yeah,
we don't want to like do. Yeah, we don't want to do nothing wrong to her because we still want to work with Nicki. But Nicki with this terrible man, and we cannot
we can't deny. We got to yeah.
It's not that they want to work with Nicki. They don't want to just work with Nicki. They want a fan base, and they know her fan base is strong and powerful, and so they want that attachment to that, so they can sell products, so they can sell, you know what I'm saying, advertising.
I can say about Nicki Minaj fans. I remember one time I did a video. I ain't gonna never do it again. Nicki Minaj should retire. Baby, them people subscribed in droves. Them bars were so bad. I'm like, Nicki Minaj should retire. And they were commenting and calling in, unsubscribe. I mean, I received death threats. They cussed me out on Twitter. Kids, you cock, I'm coming to your house right now. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, they cuss. I never was dragged like that. It was kind of scary. Because them kids was letting me have it. Her fan base are like that. Like, if you get on their bad side, you go get some calls, emails. Baby, they call, email, unsubscribe. I had lost from the episode like 300 subscribers that day, and I got so many messages and nasty emails and text messages. And they was posting my pictures in different groups. They were just dragging me for film. They would do that.
Oh yeah, she got crazy fans, Nicki Minaj.
They have those crazy type fans, and them are young. Them ain't no 30, 40, 50-year-old people. These are.
Oh no, it is. They're just as crazy.
Oh, and then because the people that was calling me was bottoms. They was loose booty bottoms. That's all right. And let me tell you, coming at Nicki Minaj and stuff like that. And let me tell you again, bitch, I'm still on your ass. Like they was leaving me in the morning. They were calling me on my phone. And then they just went on and just left me alone. But I never, ever, ever came out and said Nicki Minaj should retire. I'm not gonna do that again.
I mean, she should.
And then, you know what I mean? I had him. I was like, man, it was that's what it was for that point. But I can understand why people don't want to emulate that fan base because it's a strong. She still got a strong, dedicated base, just like Beyonce. Remember when Trick Daddy said something against Beyonce?
Oh yeah.
Maybe they know 1 stars on his restaurant, bees all down.
Oh yeah, I think Nicki Minaj should probably do. What she probably gonna do is do like a reality show or something and let everybody get to know him. And they're gonna try to humanize him. Or
either that, I can see that. And I think the reason why the documentary ain't out now and it shouldn't come out, I think she's recording all this stuff for her documentary. You're gonna see her crying. You're gonna see her husband for the first time address the rumors. He's gonna address it. And then you're gonna see a reality show. They're gonna make him to a father. Right now, he's out of place. He's still hood because even when he takes pictures, it's weird. It's just really weird. He don't even look like he's a part of the family. You know,
he in a few workshops right now. They get him together. They transform.
they gotta polish him and make. You know, we don't even know how the man sound like or talk. He don't really talk.
I didn't
like
see how he looked. They probably reprogramming him.
Yeah, so he got to get use of this style because he can't go out here popping people. You're gonna go down for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you gonna just bankrupt your wife. So so they got to really work on it. You exactly right. Now a lot of rap guys lay off of her, Nicki Minaj, throwing her on the bus because she had a husband that be popping people. So for that reason, they lay off of her. But he's gonna have to do it for the public. He's gonna have to do a sit-down interview to
he's gonna have to address like you with Nicki Minaj. You're not with an average. You're not like with an Asian doll. You know, you with Nicki Minaj.
You with Nicki Minaj.
So you're gonna have to address the fans and everybody who is like, why you see with a rapist? I want to know. I want to know what he gonna say.
I want to know. Like, what's his part? What's his verse though? We heard Jennifer's story, and he took me upstairs and he my family, you know how she was. Child, that just I don't know if she tell the truth. I do feel sorry for sis, but sis was having a cut, and I was on. I never on Nicki Minaj. And
she must got a piece of him stuck in her still, cause.
And I heard that it didn't even go in. It was just he took her upstairs. Cause I get confused.
Oh, he didn't really rape her. He didn't like put it in.
I heard that it was attempted. He attempted to do it. On what I heard, he was charged with. I think he pled guilty to a lesser charge. I think it was attempted. I got to look at his charges. I get kind of confused because I don't think it was no insertion. Some people say it was. Some people say it was attempted. It all depends upon who you ask. Duval, did you want to say something?
I was gonna say I think he gonna do the it was rumor out there that he supposed to be doing like a sit down with Tasha K with Kid Petty.
I heard that. I heard that rumor too. That's gonna be big for Tasha.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. One thing about Tasha, she is great at them promos. Them promos make you stay right in front of that TV.
Yes, and
them promos make you stay right in front of that TV.
You don't have on interview. She got them recorded. Oh, best believe. If he got on the phone with her telling her what really went down, that's recorded. And people like, what? You ain't get on the phone with Tasha K like that exclusive, because she recorded the side chick last year. She released that. She leaked that conversation. So if anything, she probably got him on tape talking and say, Tasha, this is what really, really happened. And Nicki Minaj probably was on there. She probably got that recorded, but she ain't gonna never release it. She's just gonna make sure that they go on the show. And if this happened for Tasha, that's the next step for Tasha. Like, that's big. That's even bigger than this situation. This situation with society.
But you know how she can record people and don't get sued for that? Because Georgia is a one-party state.
That's one party recorded state. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I'm like, the only one that got the consent.
Because even Texas the same way. I'm like, but if you on the phone with a blogger, don't you know it's you maybe like a reporter? If you're on the phone with CNN or MSNBC, 9 out of 10 chances you being recorded.
You're recorded.
Whether they say it or not, you're being recorded.
All the time.
I mean, it is what it is. If I'm on the phone with a powerful person, I'm on the phone with Beyonce, she's pouring her heart out about Jay-Z. You best believe I'm recording that. Because this is some chin-chin exclusive.
Yeah, that's bank. You on the phone with.
You know what I'm saying? And she tell him, so I'm not shocked when people say, oh, how can she do this? How do y'all not know that she's not going to do this? You're on the phone with a blogger.
Yeah, why would you even call her and tell her that?
Right. So you want her to put the stuff out. And so, but some people get comfortable with bloggers because, she's a woman and you get to talking. And some people, you get weed and drinks and you pour your heart out. Call me in the middle of the night. Hey, what's up? Hey, Tasha. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what really happened with the woman. I didn't even do nothing with her. We used to date her in the Bronx. So you will see something like that. I'm looking forward to it. But I do want to say shout out to everybody that's out there that's watching this video with T-Speller and Duval. I can't wait for T-Speller to do his YouTube. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm starting it because you like watching you and how you get down. Like, I like doing stuff like this.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be amazing. And I always wanted a platform, make people talk. I don't want to bring nobody on. They just rambling. I like to have dialogue. And see, T-Spiller is good with being a co-host and we can dialogue and stuff. I love that. Their verse T-Spiller just coming on. Yeah, girl, and that PB. Yeah. You know, I like to have that because I want to get my 2 words in too.
Yeah, like I know how to let people talk. I don't sit here and just ramble all goddamn day about the same thing,
right?
Or argue with your producers,
right? And I'm like, these the person, and I keep trying to tell people this. Stop arguing with the audience. These are multimillionaires. These are lawyers. These are doctors. Some of these folks are not broke. You know what I'm saying? These are potential people when you want to start a show. Like when we start our production company. These are people that know how to do productions. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know who you insulted.
Oh yeah, producers. Yeah, help me out, T-Spiller. Y'all.
Right, you just don't know. You got to be careful because I used to be another platform that all they used to do talk about get this Raggedy B out this chat, and that Raggedy B could be a multimillionaire, could help sponsor your show or take your show to the next level. So you have to. I've learned that you have to be very careful insulting your audience.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to be really careful because you don't know who you are insulting in that chat. Because I have met some people that watch my show and it amazes me of what they do. I'm like, man, really? You do this? Like, oh my gosh, you watch YouTube? Yes, I do this for fun. It's like all type of people that watch YouTube. Everybody think people that watch YouTube is broken. That's not the case. It's some power.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, a lot of people
watch YouTube that can take your life to a whole nother level and really not even just give you something, but just give you a suggest. Hey, T-Spiller, I see y'all trying to do this. I got a production crew with some cameras and some booms. They can hook y'all up and teach y'all what, you know what I mean? Teach us what to do.
Oh yeah, Wiley, like a real journalist. He I forgot what newspaper he worked for. He actually DM'd me and he was telling me about how I do my reporting. He was telling me they were on me about, they were saying that I should get the facts. I'm like, I don't think I have to get a fact when I'm posting a rumor. Like I don't have to go contact Wiley. I heard Wiley slept with such and such.
No, it's like it's a rumor report. These are rumors of what you heard, and and the more and more you're in this business, it's a lot of rumors about me, baby. I was a platform I was on, and Dr. Larry Reed was on there, and I mean they was just slandering my name for filth, and Larry Reed was like, "Oh my God, this all is slander," because baby, I was slandering. It was just slander of just all type of crazy rumors stuff. Like we gonna look on that day and regret.
And Wiley, you take that well, Wiley, because the other week I was like, these people are only trying to drag Wiley, and Wiley laughing.
I'm so immune to this slander. I'm just the nicest people. If you look at some of these people that you did this to your people, like whoa, and then that spirit of slander was getting out on me, and then I started slandering folks, but. I'm telling you, like, you have to just take this and not let this stuff get to you because you just have to stay focused because in this business, you're going to have people that say stuff about you. They say something about Beyonce. They say something about Jay-Z. They even said Jay-Z and R. Kelly. They said Jay-Z was doing some stuff with R. Kelly with the young girl.
It wouldn't be shocking.
So, it won't be surprising because he was in them studios. I'm like, it's a whole lot of more people. Can you imagine when he can't read right? R. Kelly, because I would say he could do a tell-all book. Is there any way his staff can write it for him? Because I would love to read a tell-all book of R. Kelly doing a tell-all book. I don't think
but ain't no allegedly. Jay-Z did date younger women. I mean, think about Foxy Brown was underage when he had sex with her, and his first child mother, the son that looks just like him, she was underage. So he messed with underage women before. Yeah, it was back in the 90s that nobody really covered it like that. But unlike today, he separated himself so far from that situation that he's basically untouchable.
I can imagine when you.
Bill Cosby thought he was untouchable too, and it took them 60 years.
Oh man, Bill Cosby.
But look when they got him. They got him in the social media era. They ain't get him back then.
They ain't get him back. Yeah. And he beat it. And he beat it. Like
he beat it.
like because Bill Cosby got that long. It was too late to cancel because his money too long. Bill Cosby got that long. Every time they aired a Cosby Show, every time they aired not 227, but
different world.
Different world. Every time they aired, hey, like his money was too long, and so
he owned all those shows.
He on all those shows. So anytime you play that, and he had a great team. And he kept saying, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. And I said, throw him away. Man, when it went up to the Supreme Court, to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, they said, he should have never been charged. Like, he beat it. And they still to this day try. For the rest of his life, he's going to have to deal with this, but he's still going to be able to leave his family with a massive wealth. Because the man is wealthy. Okay? Bill Cosby ain't nowhere. Somebody say he's nowhere near his broke.
Now, you know when they start going after them, right?
No, tell me.
When he tried to buy NBC.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody keeps trying to say that. And another thing Bill Cosby did, he have made a lot of black millionaires. You gotta understand, Bill Cosby have a generation of just black millionaires that was birthed from the Cosby Show. That was, you know what I'm saying? Look at That's So Raven. Look at all these people that he had introduced in this business, that he, even people that he employed to be more powerful producers now, thanks to Bill Cosby. So, you know, they didn't like that and stuff like that. You know, even though I do believe the man is guilty in his younger, you know, we looking at Bill Cosby because he's old now. Oh, he won't do no stuff like that. But he haven't always been blind, walking into floors, walking into walls. He's been young before. So if he did, and I've heard like even Jennifer Lewis, they asked him, she said, yes, I've heard. Like a woman said he did this to her back in the night. And so stuff started to come out. But I think his power and his wealth, and because it was mostly, and it was some white women too. So I'm still kind of
white. Janice Dickinson.
I'm still kind of confused about the white woman too. Anywho, but he's getting his judgment because he's blind. I don't think his pen. I don't even think the thing even work now. And
no, it ain't work. It ain't been working in a long time.
So I think he's getting his karma, and I think God is probably keeping him alive just to like his health is declining. Like he don't still have his health, and your health is like your wealth. Like if you ain't got your health, it's like you ain't got nothing.
Oh yeah, and then while if you're a rapist, the one thing you want to still use is your ding dong. And if that ain't working,
that ding dong don't work. But go ahead, Duval. I heard that he wanted to take showers.
Now I was gonna say when it comes to Cosby, you know, what I'm saying he was messing with underage women too. Remember him and Hugh Hefner was at the $1 Million Mansion together. And the Bunny Ranch Mansion, and they had all kinds of underage women there, all kinds of 14, 15-year-olds there.
And that's why he getting charged or sued because of that. But Hugh Hefner got away scot-free. You know, of course he's dead, but you know where you're gonna go in the afterlife. No one really knows unless you come back from the dead, and we still won't believe it because we're gonna think you're lying. But we really don't know where you're going. But he should have been. I mean, if he was still alive, I think his day would have came too. I think because of social media, because of Me Too and Time's Up, he would have had his day too.
Of course.
Yeah, it eventually would have happened. Like stuff that we were able to get away with back in the day with Quaaludes. Even though I never took Quaaludes or anything like that. I never.
Spanish Fly. Don't forget about Spanish Fly.
Spanish Fly. That was all before my time. I never did it. So I don't know what that stuff is. Well, from my understanding, they said it was a party drug that really make you get into it.
Knocked you out.
Spanish Fly used to be sold in stores, but Spanish Fly was the Blue Dolphin before the Blue Dolphin, which is like Percocet.
Okay, so now the girls they use like Percocets. Like
that's the Blue Dolphin. Yeah.
Okay.
But back then they used the like Preludes, and they used like Spanish Fly, and that was the go-to stuff back there.
And they keep saying Trey Songz is next, and Trey Songz, I'm gonna have to interview Trey Songz and look him straight in the eye. Maybe me and T need to get a plane ticket to where he at and just show up at his house. I just really want to see if this man really doing this stuff like this.
Yeah.
Where? Why are you doing this?
You don't gotta do it. Look at you.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you doing this if you are doing it? That's so weird to me. That is so weird.
It's women right now who throwing themselves at you, and you want to take it.
And then there's women that will allow you to take it if you pay them, if you want to play them, if that's your fantasy. Some people have fantasies like that. You know what I'm saying? That they love that power. But some women you can pay and you can take it, and they allow you to take it if you pay them. But
like he taking it for women who he can get it from them.
Right. That's
like why you want a woman who don't want you, but you can get it from the next 1,000 girls down the street.
I said I'm gonna have to go and see him, y'all. We're gonna have to take a flight. I don't know if he's in Virginia. We're gonna have to go and just have the cameras rolling. Hey, Trey Songz, is the rumors true? Is the rumors true? Okay.
Yeah, Wiley, one of us might get lucky.
Right.
Cause they say he get down when he get down too.
Oh, they say get down. He really gonna show me. Oh
no. You ain't gotta take it from me.
Right. You ain't gotta take it. I'll give it to you.
But I would say to answer your question, the reason why he conducted stuff like that because men like to be the hunter, not the hunted. And so when you got all these women that want to give it to you, you don't want that. You want the woman that don't want to give it to you because you want to hunt that down because it's like a personal conquest. And that's what, it comes down to when it comes to Trey Songz.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, a little breaking news. Tasha K is interviewing Nene Leakes' Lover Tells All premiere at 8:30 on fucking Friday. Okay, that's what that's going. Okay, Tasha. Okay,
Tasha in the chat.
No, Tasha in the chat. No, I just saw the video on my homepage. She just released the clip. So I think it's the younger Lover is telling her because she's dealt with a younger guy and an older guy. I think it's the younger.
The younger one who took pictures of her in the bed.
Yeah. He was kind of like a little butthurt because I think she going with the older guy because his money probably more green than that young man. But okay.
I mean, she probably wanted the younger one first because she was with Greg for a long time. She didn't sleep in the same room because she said she didn't like the smell of the little bag he had. So he probably went tapping it for years and she wanted to get broke off from like a little young dude. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I think about she was a stripper before she became a housewife, and so she still had that stripper mentality.
I can't.
That's where Greg got her from.
What she stripped at though? Like what club she stripped at?
I forgot, but it was somewhere in I want to say in Atlanta.
But I mean, did you see how she looked? Like she.
Oh, she was horrible back there.
She looked horrible back there. When she was at the golf club.
She was skinny. Oh no,
I'm not gonna say nothing about my business. Ain't nowhere in the world I ain't give out no quarter, okay?
Nene Leakes looked like she looked horrible back in the day. So I just can imagine her in the strip club. She didn't even have no body. She just got her body done when she got famous.
Of course. And she took advantage of the housewife enterprise. She made herself as ghetto as wretched as possible because that's how white people want us to act on TV. So we could fulfill that stereotype that they have of us, unfortunately.
I heard that. Oh man. I'm ready. He got hold on, I'm just reading. I know before I went to the hospital. Okay, well, I'm so sorry to hear that. Anybody in the chat going through? I know Roland Rebel is in the hospital because he tested positive.
For real?
Yeah, he just posted on his Instagram.
Oh, I'm not funny.
He said his immune system is kind of weak, and he eat a lot of fried foods, and so I don't know if he's boosted or not. And he's in the hospital, and he said, "Purr, under the weather, purr."
Mine was 1-on-1 last night.
Well, I'm done for the night.
I mean, and that man be going somewhere in the chairs or something. You need to sit down somewhere. You can't be traveling all around and something like because he be everywhere.
It's so funny when it comes to that COVID. My temperature was 1-on-1 last night, and I was warm as hell. I was hot. But then when I drank that, those 2 Gatorades and all that sodium in my body, all of a sudden my body went to chills. Like my temperature dropped. So it's like shit.
It's literally like a battle. Because because when Roland Martin had it, he didn't have he's boosted. He didn't have he said no fever. He said he had a fever and he was eating food. He was cooking, eating, I cooking meals. So I really said the issue. It's like it just deal with people differently, and then there's so many different variants that we don't even know all of them. Just to be honest, and I really.
But what's so funny was my nerves was the first day that went. Like I was having horrible nerve pains the first 3-4 days when I had before I found out I had it. I was like, I having like real bad nerve pains, and I thought my nerves were going bad because I ate that Popeye chicken, and you eat that white meat, and I thought, I thought God took something from me. I'm like, oh no, I'm like God, you ain't got to take no chicken from me, not the white meat.
No, because like my pressure was up today, and that's you gotta stop. For me, I gotta stop eating all this restaurant food. You start eating healthy vegetables, fruits, and all that good stuff. Because even though I'm young, you still could be getting blood pressure high and all that type of stuff. Because of this variance that's out, we need to be more healthy now, like vitamin D, vitamin C, as they say. Stuff to
food. We got to start plant-based stuff.
Absolutely. So you're right about that. I hope you definitely feel better. I know I had one on that got a COVID test today because I'm going out of town. I didn't get the results back, but I took one 2 days ago that was negative. So I'm always regularly getting tested because it's like because I have bad allergies. So when I'm be sneezing, I'm like, "Oh, do you got it?" I'm like, "No, it's just my allergies." But
you can't sneeze these days.
Right? You can't even sneeze. I hold it in because it's now they say it's the flu and the Rona. They call it Flurona.
Yeah.
So see, Wiley, when I got back home from like partying in Atlanta and stuff, I felt like I had like flu-like symptoms. Like I was I got real hot, but I didn't feel like. But the next day it was gone.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It all depends about. We probably had this stuff before we even know it, and all that stuff. Like you just don't know.
Like, I was at work. I was feeling real, but I had like all of a sudden I started getting body aches. It was getting hot, and then when I got home the next day. I laid down and went to sleep, and when I woke up, I was like, all right, well, I feel fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing well compared to myself. Like my sister got long-term COVID. She had it since August. And she got the bronchitis, and she stick with the bronchitis. She constantly have to deal with bronchitis and respiratory infections. And like I said, thank God I don't have to deal with none of that stuff. I still got my taste, my smell, and all that shit.
Yeah, because they would say that long term. I'm like, oh my God. It was like one person said, I was running races and can't even hardly walk up the stairs. And I'm like, oh my God. Like this stuff.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, that's
really
scary
real.
right there.
And you want to live your life because who want to stand? I stay in the house and I got fat. I'm just eating. I'm like, I need to go out and party and hey, what up, y'all?
Yeah, have a good time. Yeah.
Right. I can't be, when you go in Atlanta, it's hard not to. I can't go to Atlanta and not hang out. Atlanta is just a litty city.
You got to go out. That's just while it's hard to keep your mask on. It's hard to keep your mask on when you're in the club because like you're trying to drink.
Man, you gonna please. You gotta talk to phone. Hey, let's take us. So I ain't taking no stuff with nobody with a mask on. Man, because I'm coming to Atlanta. I'm doing Chicago first. I'm definitely doing Atlanta, and stuff like that. And then sometimes when people with Atlanta. I mean, it's just so much fun. The last time I was there, it was a ball. It's so many clubs, so many bars, and it's what I like as a blogger. It's always somebody doing something. That's all I like. It's always just like the guy. What's Aaron? And he did break something down to me. Do I have that email? What Aaron did send me? Give me a second if I still have that message. He said that's okay. He's this is just response to Roland. To Roland. Is it which one? What's this Roland? Roland Rebel. He said, that's okay. He's only talking because I'm on TV right now. It's not even real tea or real news. I simply egged on the conversation to see how far he was going to go. He knew from the gate I didn't have no sexual interest. Some clients vet me all the time how they feel about me and stuff. That never bothers me. I'm not sure if he's upset from the money he sent after I told him I booked another event for his requested date because he never paid his invoice on time. He was well aware of the terms to lock in his shoot, insisted on sending a cash app that I never asked for. Nobody put a gun to his head to send anything. He never rescheduled a shoot. He never got the money back. That's the full story. So that's the man that Roland.
Wiley, that's so BS to me because The screenshots, Wiley, I seen the screenshots. Why would you be asking sexual positions if you're doing a photo shoot? You told this man, I'm on top. What do you like? I see you in a wheelchair, so I want you to be comfortable.
No, wait a minute.
What do you like sexually? Like, Wiley, if I swipe up when I get knocked off cameras, I will read you the DMs.
No, I'm just telling you. I saw them in your story.
Yes.
And sometimes people, when they get caught, they want to change the perspective of the story. It's okay if he wanted, but to me, is if I was him, just give the man his money back. Wouldn't that solve it?
Yes. Yeah, he gave you 3 payments. He gave you $475 total. Y'all was talking about sex. If it was just a photo shoot, it never would have got sexual. So that's what I'm like. Why lie about Aaron?
Who initially? Was it Aaron that initiated it or Roland Ray initially? Like
Roland.
Oh, Roland.
Yeah, Roland said something about it, and then it got I do that if that's what you're interested in. I do that, and Roland was like, oh, so what do you do? And then he started saying what he do, and then he was like, well, I'm on top. And then why would you tell him I have condoms? For the session, I have condoms. So what were you planning on doing? A photo shoot wrapped in condoms? Or like you like Aaron Thomas, I think that's your name. You got caught red-handed. It's cool. You want to have sex with the handicapped people? Get your money. Like get your money.
And see where Roland Rebel messed up where he messed up at is that you don't give the money until you get the service. Like, he messed up on that part. Let's link up and then let's talk about exchanging payments.
Yeah, send a deposit. Send you a little $50 deposit to secure.
Yeah, but I'm not
show up, you get the rest.
Full 75. At that moment.
Yeah, so while there's no way Eric can spend that. Yeah, it's the screenshots. If you were playing, why were you playing? And why did he send you cash up to say session? Why did it say photo shoot? Because if I'm sending you money for a photo shoot, I'm gonna say photo shoot. It says session.
I'm gonna say session.
Yeah.
The pull-up section.
Yeah. So then he just he lost me when he said his position. He got condoms. What do you like sexually? I see you in a wheelchair. I want you to be comfortable. And Roland told you that his sexual desires. I like to be pinned down, strapped to the bed, toes sucked, all type of stuff. I didn't see not one text message for y'all talking about a photo shoot. So yeah, get Aaron, Wiley, get Aaron over here. Let's talk to Aaron.
I've been trying to get Aaron on, but they was gonna wait till this, and we don't forget over here, and they was gonna wait till the season started, but it looked like because of the Rona, we may not get the season until I don't know when summer 2020.
But I really just want to talk to him. I know he probably gonna talk to me because I put him on blast.
But I'm like, I would just go ahead and just give him the ping. I'm like, Aaron, just give it to him.
I mean, Aaron not a bad looking person. So I mean, I know you were doing charity work. So you know what I'm saying?
So this is not uncommon for Aaron, is what you're saying. I want to make that true.
That's what they say. They say you do it. My first time ever hearing him do this is with Roland. But Roland says he does this a lot. I don't know that to say that he do this a lot. But if you finna sleep with somebody like Roland and somebody handicapped, you do this often. This ain't your first rodeo. Your first time doing this ain't with a handicapped person. So you done this plenty of times.
I'm just saying. All right, this was lit. I mean, I love getting T-Spell on the show, and I love getting Duvall on the show. I have a flight to catch in the morning, which I'm not even gonna go to sleep because I'm still gotta pack my stuff and do all that good stuff. But I'm just so excited that we were able to sit here and have this conversation about a lot of topics. I love talking to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I really
thank you so much.
Yeah, and Aaron, if you're in the bushes, I give you $4.75, but I don't know about 100.
And look, Aaron, I ain't even want to do that. So But when y'all try to discredit me like I'm just lying, I was just like, all right,
You
well, here
had
go the
to know
screenshot.
the receipt. You had the receipts, and I read them, and I was like, wow, this is like two different ways. And I guess he probably removed the receipts from his part, but Rebel kept his, and he kept that thread, and Aaron probably deleted his comments and stuff like that, but he probably then took them screenshots.
Roland is like Tasha K. When you DMing him and texting him, he's gonna screenshot everything. So when you texting him, just know everything gets screenshotted, Wiley.
Oh yeah, I'm always on there. I'm like, oh god, and I don't even have an intimate conversation with him. I was like, hey, when you want to come on the show, how to book, I will sell your books, and I know I got a couple of people that purchase his book off our show. That's it. It's just business. I'm not gonna say, hey man, let me come and strap you in your chair and lick your. I don't want to lick your toes.
You know what? Speaking of, I just thought about something just now. Say Tasha K owe us an explanation. Why the hell she be doing all the interviews in a dark ass room like it's a dungeon? That should be like a dungeon. I'm like, God damn.
Because we used to call it an interrogation room. You know, the interrogation room is dim with a little light up in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it looked like.
And then we forgot to talk about this subject while with Chelsea being on Love After Lockup, right?
Oh, Chelsea?
Yeah, she used to be on Love After Lockup. Her with
really?
Yeah, her and
right. Okay, yeah, her right. Yeah. And she said she's newly single. I don't know if she was joking, but she said that in the video that she said she's newly single. I don't know if she could be playing us both, but I don't think she's newly single. That man probably got some good premium ping.
Ping.
Oh yeah.
Especially you got no play, you got the money, you got the bread. That's one thing he probably know how to work is that ping.
That jailhouse ping. She probably
paying that's all they know how to do. That's all they know how to do. What else they gonna do? Yeah, what else they gonna do when they come out of there like that?
Oh man, that's so funny.
She paying all this bill and getting them a stipend. And give him an EBT card to get. She signed that man up for an EBT card. And she about to tell her, hey, don't tell them to send it to your super chat. Tell them to send it to your cash app so they can't track it. So you get that EBT card.
I'm telling you, you ain't lying about that. I'm definitely gonna tune into that. Oh, then she dropping an interview tonight, so I gotta make sure I'm in the building tonight.
Hey Wiley, that's what really irked me that Aaron sent you that message.
No, I asked him. I said, "Do you want to come on and address this?" Because this was a set, and I'm gonna read it. And yeah, he sent that. He said, "Well, this is the reason." I'm like, "Well, it's not adding up." That's why I like the interview and stuff like that. But
when did he send that?
He's been sent this like. This wasn't today. This was because I reached out for an interview, and he sent this. Give me a second. Let me go back. What did I do with that? I gotta go back.
I hope you interview. I would love to just come on this interview and ask and be like, "Well, Tisha, I got the receipts. Let me talk to him."
Yeah, but you right on. Oh, that was back on December 20. What is that? December. Hold on. That's back in December 24.
Yeah, he don't want to interview with you, Wiley, because he know you're gonna get him.
Yeah, and I was gonna bring. It's gonna be nice and everything. And if that's what you got to do, you got to do it. So he's a top. If I was I'll make a little joke. See, if I was a bottom, I pay you the full 75 and everything and stuff like that. I'm just not gonna. Not to put none up there. You can come out better going to Adam and Eve, getting you one of them things and go up there yourself.
Oh, Wiley, I gotta tell you this. I know this your crush. I seen your crush on Twitter today, Brandon Carson.
Yeah,
he's saying that he looking for what you call it? He looking for people to film with for OnlyFans. He don't want just anybody. He want clean, top tier, whatever type of people, and he gonna start like filming with people.
What happened to? I really feel so bad. I need to talk.
Yeah, he made a tweet. He tweeted that today. He said, "I'm looking for co-stars to film my OnlyFans videos with. I'm getting into there doing that this year, and I want nice, clean, people.
And you ain't gonna get the nice clean because a lot of them people that's in that industry, unless you tap into new talent, they are loose and let go
Oh
already.
yeah, loose as a goose. He gonna have to get like some new people, like because everybody in Atlanta is ran through.
Right, he got to go out of side Atlanta, go to Alabama or Augusta.
Oh yeah, he gonna have to go. Yeah, get you a country Augusta nigga.
He's gonna have to go outside of Atlanta because they're so prevalent there. I wish you would have said, "Hey man, I got a new movie I'm doing. If y'all want to put money into this movie," but this man is talking about OnlyFans, and it's so sad to see him go through that because he's such an amazing talent. But so he's gonna get stuck. A lot of them don't get out of it. Like one thing about T.S. Madison, she owned her website, so she still get residuals off that, but she didn't stay in it. She got out of it, and she do movies, she do television, she do Netflix, she do her YouTube. These I don't understand if they're gonna ever get out because they've been doing it ever since 2012. And we are in 2022, and they still doing it. So when are you going to?
Like how long you gonna hold? Like how long are you gonna hold? Like how long is your body going to take that before it just
absolutely?
Just stop?
Especially if you receiving in your butthole because it gets loose back there.
Yeah, it get loose and it's gonna fall out, and you're gonna have nothing up there.
Up there, you're right. Because
well, I want to tell y'all and everybody in the chat to have a good night. So I'm not feeling real well right now, so I need to lay down. But
okay,
sorry,
on the platform.
Feel better, Duval.
Yeah, thank you. Feel better, brother.
I want to ask everybody to keep me in their prayers.
All right,
we will.
Thank you.
I know you gotta go, Wiley. Too. I didn't want to keep you up here any longer.
Yeah, but yeah, because I'm about to just finish washing my clothes and stuff like that because I just texted my lady friend. I said, listen, I might get the hotel for Saturday or Sunday because I definitely want to hit that. I want to have some fun when I'm in Chicago, but I do want to come to Atlanta. But I'm going to, man, I'm gonna see how my account look from out this weekend.
Yeah, take your time. The same people gonna be there doing the same thing. Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change about Atlanta. They gonna always be there. So.
I'm not gonna rush.
Yeah, you ain't gotta rush to get there.
I just want to just talk to Brandon and say, Brandon, please do not do that. Oh wow, I would.
I mean, Wiley, some people like that. That means you don't have the right people around you.
Yeah,
because if you talented, like you should have people telling you, like, "Hey, man, you don't gotta do that." But Wiley, they criticize a real job, so. They think working a 9 to 5 is beneath them, so he'll rather do that than go to work.
Yeah.
So,
and I would understand it if you were actually using that funding to fund your career as an actor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. I just see that you get the money, you get stuck in that business because I know his OnlyFans was kind of boring anyway. He would just show his
just trying on panties and showing his home.
Oh, I need to see action.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He finna get active now. But Wiley, I'd rather work a 9 to 5 and have hurt feet and hurt hands than having a loose, throbbing booty hole.
Because if you're in a relationship, it's kind of hard unless that person is in a relationship with you to do OnlyFans, and you got to be able to provide for your partner sexually. It's gonna be hard because you're gonna be loose. You lose back there.
And then how much he charging? Because like his OnlyFans better be like $40 because OnlyFans take half of that. So like if your subscription is $6.99, they're getting $3 of that. So you're not getting that much money.
Let me see if I can find his OnlyFans. His OnlyFans.
He on there?
I'm gonna see what's the price of his OnlyFans. Let me see where your OnlyFans at, Brandon. I want to see. I'm just curious to see. What's the amount of your OnlyFans? Let me see. Its OnlyFans is. I'm about to check right now. It is all $8.99.
So he getting $4.
Yep, $8.99.
He get $4, and depending on how many subscribers you get, then they take taxes out because they give you W-2s.
Oh yeah, they used to take taxes out. I guess because IRS, I guess they make them get W-2s now.
So like, is it really worth it? Like if you put that much abuse in your body for $4,
you got to do like
you can just go to work
49.
he better go. He should go back to California Pizza Kitchen and serve pizzas.
They talked about that man, John. It was so sad because I don't think he knew what he signed up for when he did G Status. I'm gonna go back and just watch the episode of him on there in the beginning stages. They talked about that man bad.
No, because he came in thinking like I'm Brandon Carson. Really, you're around people who don't care. So it's like, we don't
care. Yeah,
we don't care if who you are. You ain't got no money. You down here with us for doing this for free. You in the trenches with us for free. Like
they
Brandon Carson.
thought that they was gonna kiss his ass, and to me, I would have done that because that's Brandon Carson. But in Atlanta, girl, you just Brandon.
But Wiley, we're doing this. We all doing this for free. Our budget zero. I ain't getting paid. You ain't getting paid. So you can't come in here and use a name. Because if you had money, you wouldn't be doing this with me. So you in the same level as me. I don't care if you did about him 8 years ago. Because right now, you fucking.
About him, that's my movie. I mean,
but he shouldn't have this superior attitude, Wiley, because he ain't really did much to have that. That's why I really don't care for Brandon Carson. That's why I drag him every chance I get, because I cannot stand a person with a superior attitude.
Yeah, he's a little sadiddy. But man, I didn't think he was gonna do all that because he used to criticize people for doing that. But now he's doing what he used to criticize others from doing. Especially Rico.
But it's more upscale when he do it. You know, y'all you fucking at a Motel 6 and I'm at a Hampton Inn.
Yeah. it's more grand, and I guess he see the money that Rico Pruitt is making and said, "Hey, I need to get to the action."
Rico Pruitt probably doing a lot better than him, and then Rico Pruitt doing it with his partner. He ain't like, you know, around here, you know, he done had multiple partners. So the partner for right now, they making money together. And then when he leave him, he'll get with somebody else and they gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like they just all in this little circle and they just rotating each other. I broke up with you, I'm gonna get with you.
And then we gonna be in love. Because Cash and Nero now, he up there talking about condoms. He was singing about condoms, and I'm like, Cash and Nero, and I heard that. Did they say it loose? Like he's wait a minute. Something fell out his asshole.
He can't hold nothing up there. He can't hold nothing up there. He can't hold nothing in there. Nothing. Anything can go in, but it won't stay in. Now he gotta sing. Now he trying to sing. Like, you can't, like, that transitions be so funny to me. How you go from getting dogged out on getting sexed and doing all this stuff to now saying, "Hey, I want to sing." Like, we don't want to hear you sing no more.
Oh man!
And then he doing a web series too, the Circle Atlanta.
Oh yeah, he doing a web series too, the Circle Atlanta. I'm trying to get caught up on that show too. I'm a binge watch it, but when I go on the plane, let me actually download some of this stuff now. When I'm on there, I can watch it. Come up.
Like, I would love to see all of them on like a show together, like Cash, Brandon Carson, Rico. Like, somebody need to get some money and pay them and put them on put all these porn stars, OnlyFans stars on the show together. You
think so?
That'd be some good TV. Like, because you know the girls love a camera in front of them to perform. They already doing it on OnlyFans. Just get them to do what they do. That'll be a hit, Wiley. If you get them together, that'll be a hit show.
All of them together? Oh yeah, you're right about that. I agree with you on that. Hold on, I'm making sure I'm downloading these episodes. So I'm on the plane, I can watch it when I'm on the plane. I'm just downloading it on my phone so I can, because you on YouTube Prime, you download it. This episode. Oh, down. Okay. I'll make sure I'm downloading it. So, okay. Let's see. Okay, I might catch up on these 3 episodes. All right. Okay. You must be off tonight.
No, I'm actually at work. You know, I don't do nothing at work. I've been on here with you the whole time. I ain't did nothing at work, but sat here.
Oh, okay. Well, this was fun bringing T Spiller on, and I'm gonna actually go because I'm gonna finish up getting myself ready for this trip. Pray for me as I travel this weekend, going back to visit family, and I will be back. I don't know. I may even extend the trip to be honest, just to spend time because I haven't been back home in a while.
Oh yeah, you need to enjoy that. Stay home, with family for a while.
It's been a while since I've been home, but I'm definitely gonna go live tonight because some fact Tasha K is interviewing somebody, so I gotta go live and review it. So we definitely
Yeah,
gonna be.
Wiley, you put me on Tasha K. Like I like the gospel and all that stuff. I never did hear her until you was always talking about her.
Yeah, so I'm just saying like it's really I gospel, and it's like a lot more. You got daytime tea time is another great one. She's coming back. You got the impressive. I know Lovely T. She just had surgery, so I don't know when she coming back, but she's a good one. Armand Wiggins, another great commentator. It's a lot of great commentators that's actually doing it out here on YouTube. It's a lot of them, and it's room and it's money to be made for anybody that want to make it.
Yeah, you up there while all them mentioning you, like even if it's bad, they still mentioning you. So
right,
like I wouldn't care, good or bad. Mention my name, it is what it is. Like why would I be angry when Armand Wiggins and Tasha K mentioning me?
Right.
Like I wouldn't care either.
I heard that.
But yeah, have a safe flight, Wiley, and be safe out there. Wear your mask, and
yeah, I got.
When you in Atlanta, we'll link up when you in Atlanta and have a good time.
Because I know when I go to Atlanta, I'm definitely gonna have plenty. Well, it ain't gonna stay on because people, because I'm gonna go out.
Oh yeah, you can stay. Wiley, when I went out Thursday night, I didn't get home Friday morning until 9:30.
Wow. So do you get a hotel when you there, or you just travel back?
No, I got friends who stay there, so I crashed at my friend's house.
Oh, okay.
But I get hotels sometimes, but it ain't like but 45 minutes. So sometimes I might drive back home and go back and forth. But if I get drunk and drinking, I just stay at my friend's house.
I heard that. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in a hotel, and don't they have Ubers and Lyft and stuff?
Yeah, they got Ubers and Lyft. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have that. Yeah, they said Midwest winters ain't no joke. It's not. I know it's 7 degrees in Chicago. I looked at the thing. I got my hat. I got my long johns and stuff like that. This ain't the weather for you to be out here going out and trying to eat outside. You got to be inside.
Oh no, you got to be inside. Well, yeah. While I'm gonna get ready to go, we'll be on here. Keep talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And my flight don't leave until like a couple of hours, but I really had to talk to you and bring you on to talk about rookies. And it's a new show I do want to ask you about before you go. The Heights. What was the name of the show that you're promoting?
Oh, The Heights. Yeah, they I heard that's a good show. I think it's in New York.
Man, there's so many shows, man. Man, there's so many shows to keep up with. It's like, man, it gotta be about 10 or 12 shows now.
Yeah, it's a lot of shows now.
And I be getting emails, and I guess they stopped sending it to me because it'd be so much that I can't cover everything that people saying. Like it's just too many. It's just too many shows.
Yeah, it's too many shows. I'm gonna start watching new shows too. I'm gonna start watching Real Life Philanthropy. I'm gonna watch that show. I'm gonna watch
Real Life.
Another show.
Yeah, that's another good show. Real Life Philanthropy. Then
Hot Boys of Houston, a good show.
Yeah,
and Hollywood. I'm gonna watch them. They coming back out, and I'm just really waiting for G Status and Chasing Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Chasing Atlanta supposed to come out. I don't know why they announced. I hate these announcements. Spring.
Oh, did you see that Andario doing his own like little network now?
Yeah, I did.
He's gonna have a paid subscription, I think.
I did, and that's long overdue.
Yeah, I'll pay for it. I mean, I like Andario. He cool.
Andario is cool, and he have a strong brand, so I think that would be great. And in that route, you probably could be able to pay your staff or pay your cast,
cash.
whatever money, the residuals that they bring in and stuff like that. So that's gonna be amazing. They can give a whole website and an app, which I don't know if it's a website. It's a website at first, but he needs to develop an app and put money into that so it could be something like Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
If I was him, I would definitely get the app and then have the Shade Room promote it, pay them to promote it, pay the neighborhood talk to promote it, and all that. And that's how you go.
Yeah, he gonna make some money from that because Dario a good person, and he know how to edit and do a show.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 4 hours. I want to say thank you so much to T Spiller. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. That's TEHSPILLA.
And follow my YouTube too. Same thing, same name.
YouTube T Spiller. Make sure y'all go and follow him on there. And yeah, I can't wait to see you go live on Instagram because I know when you be going live, I'll be at work because you be going live at any time of the day on your Instagram.
While you know that the girls, they be hating, they block me from going live because they be reporting my stuff.
Oh, you're not going live on there?
I can't. Like they blocked me from going live for a few because somebody kept reporting my post and all this crazy stuff.
The reason I don't like that is that they need to have a better system where you can appeal it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't appeal it, so I just gotta wait.
And see, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of crazy, and they should come out to people that do false flagging.
Yeah. So whenever they're done, the haters can't stop me though. So, and I'm gonna get back on, and I'm gonna come over to YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is more better. They have a better system about that. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Oh no, I'm good. Appreciate it. Always love coming over here, and I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. I'm about to go ahead and close it out. I want to thank you all so very much. Shout out to people that send cash apps. It's something we put it back in the show. What we're trying to do a little before we go is to travel more, to interview people more, to hit the road. And so we want to thank you for those that have contributed to the platform. That's pretty our goal is to continue to do that for this year, to travel to Atlanta and interview some people. So thank you all so very much. I will be going live tonight after Tasha K's interview come out. I will definitely go live and talk about that on the YouTube street. So we will see y'all then. Talk to y'all later. Peace.